Okay, so that's got the streaming. All right. So when last we left, I want everybody to, on the map we've got now, go ahead and pull your token out and drop it onto the game board where you want to be in the cave. And I will adjust the size of it because you cannot adjust the size of it. And if you will notice, I have added a token for Julian that is actually a Julian spirit. And there's a new rounded token for Donier, so that fits in better. And I need to put my NPCs out there, don't I? Oh, I forgot Jack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
But seriously, Julian Spirit is not connected to my profile. It's like more, I see it at the top, but I can't move the token.
oh, yeah, it is. I think it is connected to your profile. Hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, it says Julian Spirit. Okay, so then I need to see if. Oh my goodness! So now Roll20 has lost its journal. I'm gonna reset. I'll be back in a second. Resetting. Felix, did we not have a round token for you for Wrangle?
Yes, I had one, but not here.
Okay, so I will.
I had to pull one out from my character sheet.
Okay, let's see. Nope, it doesn't work that way. So there he is. Okay. One second. Of course, it puts me way. Makes me reorient the whole map every time. Alright, now this is a possible. Don't change anything yet. I'll just look and make sure you're not that way already on your token. Edit. No, you're already that way, so you just didn't pull it off of your own sheet. Okay, so when you want to pull the token, you grab it from the center of your character journal and just drag and drop, and it'll automatically drag the right token, the correct token, like I just did. So, all right, there's Wrangle, and let me size Nala,
Okay.
make Nala big. Okay, now Briel's big. All right, who are we missing? We're missing Ceres. I've got to fix her broken arm looking image. All right. So, the place where Wrangle was when everything happened was right there. And you may all, I've placed Wrangle. Wrangle shouldn't move, but everybody else can move their tokens around and make a starting position within the room as they wish to, or, within the visible area of the cave. Just to explain things, you see this little hole in the ground where Wrangle is right now. That's a downward shaft in the cave. That's one of the exits of the cave, okay? Y'all have already gone through that shaft, and it leads into a little place with dripping water that winds around and ends up exiting the cave to the north. And that particular exit is the one where you think the beast-blooded people traffic in and out of the cave from, okay? The one that's going up through the yellow lines to the east, which is right here where I'm pinging right now in the pink above you, that is a winding path of scree and rubble that is very tight, and it goes up and up and up within the cave, and it opens out into a overhang of vines and stuff like that. Doesn't look like it's much used at all. and no one has gone through those vines out at the top, but you can see out from a distance. You can actually see part of the fortress through the vines from that overlook. The northern exit, which is through all these chimneys over here in the back room, leads out onto a rock shelf that actually drops off of a cliff, and I'll kind of show you on the map where that is just to give you an idea. Here is the actual exit to the rock shelf, and that's outside. If you see that way on the map, it's way up in the top. It's not connected to the visible area.
Can you ping the direction or mark it with an arrow?
All right, I'm going to move everybody to it. The token that is there is just to allow me to move you all to it.
All right.
So this is where it is. You see, it's a little 30-foot rock shelf to the north. And the brown, the gray part is the rock that you come out on. The brown part is the exit of the tunnel. You can see how much further north that is than where you are in the cave. All right?
Gray, you said gray.
Yeah, the gray, if you see gray. The color of gray on the rock.
I can't see any gray color here.
Let's see if I can do it.
I see dark. Okay. All right.
See? That shows you, yeah, the distance. It's probably 150 feet or so to the north through these chimneys. You know, these various little passages, and y'all have looked through there, and it doesn't seem to be all that interesting. There's nothing unusual about it. Just a bunch of little holes, as far as you can tell. Now, you know, I'm not promising as a game master that something won't suddenly jump out at you, but you know, for right now, it seems to be empty. Now, this place right here is the place where Wrangel found a stone that was made. It was probably about 3 feet by 2 feet. It was a slab, and he picked it up, and it shocked him, but he was able to see that it was some sort of covering, and he opened it, pushed the stone to the side, and then it went down into a little y'all can see down into a little hole, and here's the hole, right? But no one's actually gone down into that hole. Right? No one's said anything about actually going down into the hole in the thread or whatever so far. And you can see that there's at least one old, dusty, dirt-covered, partially embedded in the floor backpack-looking thing down there. So something else.
You say this was the slab I pushed away and discharged an electrical trap.
Yeah,
right?
that's the hole revealed by the slab that you pushed away. Just to be clear, then we would say here is the actual. It changed it to pink on me. It shouldn't have done that. But anyway, that's the idea.
Okay, and we didn't go down this hole, right?
Yeah, well, I posted it in the thread, so no one said within the thread that they're going down the hole, so that has not happened. Okay.
So we found another entrance. The thing is,
no, there's no. It's a dead end. You know, it looks like it's just a little hole in the ground. Yeah, it's like a pit.
Yeah, okay, but how did we get into the cave?
Which cave? The whole cave?
Yeah, where we are now.
Okay, the whole cave was down here, and I'll move you. This is the original entrance where where Kern found this cave for you, right here.
Okay.
All right, and see the little arrow pointing, that's where you came in. All right, so
this was clearly an arcane trap, right? I just can't connect, and I asked all my arcane friends, or even primal, who would have put a trap on this slab, and why?
You're currently engaging in what's called retcon, because we
I'm engaging because, you know, I don't know why someone would have put a trap there or
right. So
or something.
I agree.
it wasn't a creature. It wasn't.
All
It
right.
was clearly a trap.
All right, so I'm going to allow a little bit of retcon here to let
Yeah.
us sort of
Just
balance
just to
ourselves
know
out.
why.
I will say this. 1 second. All right.
Volver para atrás.
We just covered that. We just discussed that. The stone that was removed from the pit, in which is a
Yes.
backpack, has a trap on it. That is the trap I'm referring to.
Okay.
Okay. So I just
All
told
right.
I just sent somebody a message, and you just said, Rangel just said, what does he say? He says, why would there be
A trap here if there are more entrances that are free of traps.
Okay.
That's just weird.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I perfectly.
Am I coming through okay? Because y'all are real choppy.
Yeah, you're coming through. Okay, so one thing you need
All right.
to know is that when you first found the stone and touched it, nothing happened. Okay.
Okay.
When you recognized that there was a seam or a gap and you pulled the stone up, that's when it went off.
Okay. It was. Can I recognize it as trap? Could I have recognized it as a trap?
Yes, you could. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's okay. Okay, from there. When Kern found the other entrance,
yes.
is there any sign that there were or was or someone has put a trap there?
Okay. So you are asking the group to go back and take a look at that area. Is that correct? And this is prior
I
to.
will ping it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all the way back at the entrance, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You
so-
know, I can close the whole idea. Why was there a trap and not at the entrance?
Okay, so when you come back to the area, 1 second at the entrance, and we're doing this before you noticed the interesting
Yeah, okay.
thing. Okay, so this you need to. Okay, so all right. I'm rolling yours and everybody's looking around at the entrance area. Okay. All right. So
Yeah. Okay. I got it now. Okay, no more explanation.
hang
I
on.
got it.
You see that? Okay. Okay.
Okay, I can connect everything now. Okay, my thoughts about this is that this trap was put by the old Mist Cane. Was it that old ancient Ethoni tribe here? Because this was a sacred place, right? I'm okay with the idea. Are you following?
1 second. I'm discussing back and forth. Yes, you think from what Kern has said, Kern found this place by following some rarely used trails and pathways. But when Kern got here, it looks like a nice little place to set up a camp, within basically walking distance of the fortress. So Kern would naturally think, yes, okay, whoever's typically living in the fortress area certainly knows about this little cave area. So,
Mhm.
because it's so obvious and so nice. So he thought, and y'all started looking around, and y'all saw that yes, indeed, the Beast-Blooded do patrol this area pretty much on a
Okay.
daily basis. So they know it's here and they patrol it. So you figure if you're going to use this place for a campsite, which is still a pretty good controlled area, that you probably need to set up an ambush for the patrol. You think that?
All right.
Okay.
All right. No more questions.
Okay.
Back to the future or the normal timeline.
Okay, and Stefan, the explanation for that is that um, there are categories of fade when magic that is triggered goes off. If you walk into a battle area that where everybody was casting magic around, you will actually see if you're good with your sense magic, you will actually see residue. You could even potentially collect motes of least motes, spent motes of magic that are hanging around left over from the all the combats that happened in that area. Okay, so that is the explanation for how it happens. And ritual magic and things that leave permanent or semi-permanent effects on an area fade at a much slower rate in terms of their residue by their very nature than do combat type spells and stuff like that. Like within a few minutes after a Briel cast, for instance, Hellish Rebuke, you wouldn't be able to sense that fire had been used in that area. But one round later, you probably could walk into that area and say, someone just used the Hellish Rebuke in this area, if you knew what Hellish Rebuke was. Anyway, so that's kind of an explanation of the sense magic ritual, or some parts of it, anyway, as I understand it. Or want to understand it in my world. Okay, so now, given that we just retconned that whole little event, we come back to the point of the thread. So hopefully everybody's had at least a moderate chance to look at the thread that was PvP'd during the week, and they know that something is happening. And so we're going to delete everybody from the turn order, and we're going to then say everybody re-up in the turn order. So everyone please roll initiative for your various people, and we will go from there.
Chat, could you please invite Jezebel to the Skype call?
Okay, one
She
second.
isn't able to
One
join.
second. Let's see. Yes, I'll do it. 1 second.
We get an extra from Donio, right? To initiative, or I'm wrong here?
+2.
+2.
Yes,
That's
it's
nice.
All right.
Everyone
So,
within 10 squares.
all right. So yes,
And
everyone.
10 squares, where are you? You are here, yes. I
Yes.
get the +2.
Everyone, if you use the initiative macro, you should be able to add in Donier's modifier as a prompt. So anyway, or you can just change it after you roll, whatever.
Alright.
So I have rolled for Cerise, and who else do I need to roll for? Oh, I need a token for Jakob. Okay, so what am I going to do with that? For right now, I'm going to try not to delay us. Let's see if I can get somebody here. What would be good for him? I don't really have his particular whatchamacallit, but I will just put him out there like this. I know he looks radically different, but just deal with that for now. What am I trying to say here, Jakob? Alright, there's he. Alright. And Abriel, it looks like you are not from yourself somehow. You are not associated with yourself, I don't think. Let's see if you are. Nope, you are associated with yourself. Oh, you just don't have the... One second, I will change it all and get it all right. Okay, that's all good. Now we need to go down a size and then resave it. This is all Roll20 making me do all this stuff. Hang on a second. Oh, tedium. Where is it? There it is. Accept and save. Okay, there. Now you can be resized. Alright. Cool. Alright. Now, one thing we didn't cover was, now, what I want everybody to be honest with is those torches that were used from before are gone. Okay? They're gone now. So, Donier, only the torches that you have left can now be used.
I've got 2.
Alright? And we will assume, since y'all are in a dark cave, that y'all have gotten out some torches. And is there not a torch item in y'all's journal that y'all can pull onto the screen? Because I have 500 journal entries. Y'all have only like 3 or 4. If y'all see a torch there, please pull it onto the screen for me. Is there one?
I will remove them from my list, assuming that we're pulling out both of them. Donier, since his main weapon is a 2-handed sword, will have passed them out to other people.
Okay. Yeah, if you could reseat your microphone, you have a severe and loud hum of static when you speak now, Jonathan.
Okay, is it still there? I can try different things.
It faded just a little, and that's
I can
okay.
hear you well.
All right, let's see if I can change this. We need to double these, so we're gonna go with 2.
Still here, or am I better?
You still got the hum. Okay, 1 second. This is 20 feet, and this is 10 feet. Let's try that. Nope, not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is that right? Are you changing the aura? Because I changed the aura and somebody just changed it back again. Alright.
Yeah, I tried to put the proper aura, but I can't.
There we go. Okay, alright. So, boom. There we go.
Any better at all?
There we go. Alright, so there's one. Alright, and then I will just copy that one. Alright, so y'all let me know. You don't have to hold the torch, but you need to place the torches where you would have them within the cave. So, Abril, you can do that, and then if anyone wants to then have a comment after that, we'll give a little time for comments about where the torches are. Y'all can discuss that and get that straight before we begin. Who is not on the initiative? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks roughly correct.
Jacob is missing in the initiative, I think.
Jack, yes, that's right. Okay. Just in case he wants to do anything. And he is actually 3, 4, 5, 6. He's a +6 initiative. Fast little dude.
Sirius, has it changed at all? I've done everything I can to try and get the hum to go away.
Nope, it hasn't, but that's okay. It must be something that's just going to happen when you hit push to talk. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but usually you can reseat the microphone plug, and that will make that hum go away. But
for some reason, if I were to unplug the USB from my computer, I'd have to log out of Skype and then redo a bunch of stuff and even then, it might not even recognize my microphone.
Okay, well, yeah, you've got to. You're not.
Open the volume tab in Windows and just lower the microphone. Um, and what version of Windows do you have?
10.
10. Okay. Do you have the volume tab?
Yeah.
Double click it. Does it open all the general volume where the microphone is included?
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah,
Okay. Do you hear me?
I do.
I just lowered my microphone and now I went up. Just do that. Go down a few steps, and that might solve the problem for now.
Like this?
I hear you perfectly, but other
Did
people
it
might hear
change
you
at
very loud.
all?
Okay,
Did it change
it's
at all?
okay. It's okay. I mean, we can tolerate it, but it is a significant hum in the background every time you talk. It's okay. Just leave it for now. The solution is to unplug your microphone and replug it in. I think that's fairly solidly the way to get rid of that static hum. Anyway, okay. So is everybody cool with where their tokens are and where the torches are?
I should be in front where the move.
Yes.
I saw something moving.
Yes, you are. I
Okay.
will indicate. Yeah, don't move yourself. You're the one that can't move. Okay, so
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if we're not in the torchlight, we're standing in pitch black.
it is effectively very dim light. So the only difference between and yes, I guess I should say, I guess I should just say yes to that. It is darkness. Well, let me think about that. It's really more like very dim light. So the only thing the torch is helping is in the orange area, not the yellow area. Everything else is pretty much very dim light. So the modifier for that on attacks is -2, just in case you didn't know. The modifier in dim light, which is the orange area, is -1. So there's always a modifier. Anyway, where am I at now? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Skype would give me a hum. Does anyone else hear the hum that I'm talking about when Jonathan
Uh,
speaks?
I just logged out of Skype and did my thing. Is it still there?
Well, I can hear it. It's just incredibly obvious to me. But okay. Yeah, okay, good. Someone else hears it. I'm like, I'm not crazy, man. Okay. All right. All right.
Try
So
you to lower the wave. Buenas noches. Your wave
and everyone can.
from the volume. Double click your volume, and where there is
Yeah,
the
but
wave.
that's
Oh,
yeah, but that's
he
just gonna
opened.
make him have less of a hum because he's less volume. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, he has to reseat the connection. That's the only way to get rid of that static. But okay, so what do I need to do now? Let's go ahead and get started here. What was I doing? Oh, yes. All right. So everybody can go ahead and roll me since I know what the situation is here. Go ahead and roll a perception check, except for Abriel, who's already rolled hers in the thread.
Any modifier?
There is no modifier, no, just a pure perception check.
All right.
You don't have to roll; you've already seen it. Of
Oh,
course,
okay, okay.
Yeah. So, Stefan, wow, look at you, Stefan. Okay. All right. So, Those of you who did roll a 22 or higher, which is really only Stefan and obviously Wrangle who saw it to the first, are able to see something different. And we will go ahead and now put that something different on the chart and see how fast it's going to go, when it goes. Look at that, would you? Plus 10 and rolls a 1. Hilarious. Okay. All right, so Donier, you do not see anything, but you may go first.
I will prepare to attack because Wrangle sees something I don't see and I trust him.
Yep. Okay. So let's have a good.
Oh, so I have I take out my crossbow, I load my crossbow, and I ready. That's my turn.
All right. So.
And by ready, I mean I stand in an offensive position.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you used a keyword there, ready, which means you're doing a readied action.
Right. That's why that's why after that I said this is what I actually mean, because I don't think I have enough actions to actually do a readied action.
Yeah, I mean you've got a miner to pull your crossbow off your back, and then a miner to load it, and then you can do a ready. So
okay.
you do have enough, yeah. But the question is, what are you readying for?
The moment I see, something come into the moment I see something come out of the depression, the tunnel area.
Okay, all right. So, Abril, you also do not see anything, and it's your turn.
Okay, I didn't see anything, but I know when Wrangle says something dangerous is coming, something dangerous is really coming. So, as I said in the thread, I'm gonna ready my rod and just make a ready action in case of anything hostile shows up. I'm gonna hellish rebuke it.
Okay, all right, you're ready to shoot something. Wrangle, you are next, and you actually do see something, and it is, let's see.
Can you shadow it on the ground where it would be? Okay.
Now it is that high up. It is four in the blue circle there. I guess y'all can't see that. Let's see how I can do this. 1 second. I will do it. See if I can do it this way. Yay! There we go.
Whoa! How did you do that?
You select one of those dots, right, and then you just hit the number 4.
Instead of clicking on it, you hit a number.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. That's the position. Can I recognize what it is? Is it clinging or hanging or sticking to the ceiling, to the stalactites, or?
All right. So you see,
holding?
It's a rocky ceiling, and you see that there is a jumble of rocks up there that have made a hole in the ceiling, and the hole in the ceiling is probably, from where you can see, it's no bigger than about a foot wide. And it's a long thing that's barely letting in the last shard of dusky afternoon light, right? So you can see that. So you don't understand how anything could come through such a tiny little chimney, okay, a hole in the rock, okay? But regardless, something is clinging to the ceiling up there, and it is right next to the area that would lead up to that hole in the rock. You can see it clinging to the ceiling. It looks vaguely man-shaped and a little smaller.
Okay.
And it froze when you looked at it. It froze like it didn't want to be discovered, but you know.
Boo!
Yeah.
Peekaboo. All right. So
So what do you do?
I aim at it. And what's the call when you don't want to kill just to
Oh, are you saying that Mr. Pointy Sharp Weapons doesn't want to do lethal damage? Sorry.
yes, not in any little organs, just the arm or
You
just a
can't
cold shot to the arm
you
to
cannot
make
call as a rogue for non-lethal damage unless you tell me ahead of time that you have blunted your
I don't
weaponry.
have it,
Yeah, so
but
you don't have any ability to do that right now.
I'm in my way to not harm or it's not harm not to not kill anyone, but I just want to throw the arrow at one arm and leave the creature.
Right. Well, you think that you're going to be doing lethal damage if you attack it right now, but
Okay.
hopefully if you want to take the creature alive, hopefully you might need to communicate that to your comrades that it's going to be hurt by your attack for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the people who can do non-lethal damage need to do something like that. So you would probably want to say to them something to that effect, because you can't do it right now. You cannot do non-lethal damage.
I just going through my powers and I don't see any power that would be useful here. But I don't want to be ambushed by the creature.
All right.
Then again, I don't think it would understand me. So I just will give a warning shot and maybe chip off a finger or something.
All right. Well, roll your attack roll.
I won't kill it, but chafe it or just hurt it.
Okay.
Not
Well,
real bad.
just to be clear, I'll say it again. You cannot do non-lethal damage as it stands. Okay. So if
Yeah, I know.
if you do more hit points than it has, you might kill it. But that's a risk.
Okay, no problem there.
Yeah.
I just will make a warning shot. If it kills it, well, it's not my fault.
Exactly.
Just don't aim for the vitals, so don't go for
That's
your
right.
sneak attack. Go
Whoops.
for a regular.
Yeah, it's a little hard to do that from
Who
here.
knew it was a minion? It's hard to interrogate those minions.
Oh, what's this? Go ice. Ah, that's a new power. Okay, no. Let me check this. Where
Yeah, I'll
is
put
it?
your new powers on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you. Okay. Enemy is 0. Any modifier?
Yes, it's in the very dim light, so it would be -2 unless you.
All right.
Yeah, so you're -2.
There it is.
All right, so you miss it.
All right.
All of that for a miss. All right.
Okay, but it was close. It was
That's
not
true.
So,
Okay, so
so hard.
Jakob,
Freeze!
he
Please.
he dodges to the back of the cave and
You should have combat advantage.
What now?
Just to be clear, you should have combat advantage
No,
because you went before it.
Ah, sure. I have
Oh,
first
that's true.
strike. That's true.
So that cancels it out. You
I'm
roll a
saying it's going to
19.
hit, but these are things you need to remember.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me look and see if that does hit. I don't think it does still, but I'll check. I cannot seem to
And-
pull up the page.
Typically, your defenses are suffering when you're climbing or spider climbing, etc.
Let's see here. Ah, you hit exactly.
Ah, okay. I
That's
killed
exactly
18.
what you need. Okay, so you did
10 plus
18 points of damage. All right. All right. And all right, so there we go. Jakob moves over there. Nala. Yeah, okay. Ready's a weapon. Okay, so minor action. Ready to smack something. Okay. All right. You know, you got a minor left. Might as well burn it for the perception check. So to get a chance to roll again. I don't even know if you can possibly see it, but you know.
Yeah, it's DC's 22. She can't make that.
Yes, you can. Okay, yeah, that's right. All right. So Cerise went bolted over here to this little pocket, and she goes defensive. Stefan.
As a minor action, I ready a implement.
Roll me an Arcana check. Whew, okay. I'll write it in. You just don't want to roll poorly this time, do you? Okay, 1 second.
There you go.
Information here.
It'll come later when it matters.
Yeah, exactly. When it actually matters, then it'll get you. Yeah, of course. All right, let's see here. I'll just do it this way. One second. Come on. There we go. All right, and you go away, and now I have to make a handout. And I put this information in the notes. Paste, please God work. It did. And I say, and I put it in Stefan, and that should be it. Did that appear as a handout for you?
Should have been a pop-up.
It will appear in your journal as a handout. Okay, 1 second. Maybe I have to make it pop up or something like that.
Oh, I think I see what it is.
All right, something else to note.
Why am I dead?
That is one failed death save. I don't know why you are, but 1 second. There. All right. Did you get that, Stefan?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yes, Jonathan, yes, it was. And I think Stefan partially identified it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So
No, I don't remember. I remember him saying it might be magic. I just wanted to let you know that I just remembered this.
Yep. Well, you know, and again, these administrative functions, the time to handle that is between games, not during the
I know.
game.
I'm sorry, which is why I just didn't mean to take a lot of time. Just wanted to let you know.
Yep. All right, so.
All right. I'm a slight bit confused.
Okay. By what?
What was supposed to be in my thing? In my
You should see a handout that's labeled shade.
Okay, I do see that. All right.
Okay. All right, and it's your turn. So you don't have to read the whole thing right now, but you probably react this round without that knowledge,
All
and
right.
then, you know.
As a, I guess as a minor action, I will say, I think it's a shade, and I don't think it's where we see it, and I'm pointing right there. I think it's somewhere else. And it regenerates in darkness.
Okay, so that's what you say. You actually do anything.
I'm going to move. That's a minor. I'm going to move and be defensive.
Okay, you move and you're defensive. All right, so we should probably indicate something for defensive. The little shield, something like that would be awesome. Which is, there's a little shield in there somewhere. You and Cerise are defensive. See that little shield icon that I put on her? All right. Okay, so its turn. All right. Let's see what it's going to do. It will... Okay, you see a black form, and let's see, at the edge of very dim light, doesn't change its role. So nobody sees it that didn't, except for 2 points higher. If you roll a 20E, a 20, did anyone roll precisely a 20 or 21 before?
Roll a 22.
No, the closest was
Kern,
Donnier
yeah.
at 18.
And Kern at 19. Okay, so nobody, when it makes the move, no one additional can see it. That's the question. All right, so it does that. Then it does this. All right, let's see. What do I need to do? I need this piece. Sorry, I'm fiddling with this. All right, so it's 1, 2. Oh, please, come on. Well, 20, you are so annoying sometimes. Alright, let's see. This is what I need. Now I gotta change the color again. Because you're annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So, in that area, this attack goes off. Let's see. Alright, now this is this one. And it is... Okay, so the rolls to hit for Wrangle and Stefan are normal. For everybody else, they are +2. Okay? So... now we will have to judge where everybody is on the squares. Okay, so because y'all can,
your grading is off by 1 because of the doubles.
yes,
You've got
y'all can,
people on squares everywhere.
y'all can be in a half square. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Wrangle, you're going to have to be there. We're going to have to put people in non-half squares so that it's not confusing. You can roll a Kern, you can roll a D6. 1, 2, 3, you're in the left square. 4, 5, 6, you're in the right. Because that right one's going to be pretty damaging, obviously. Okay, 1, 2, 3, good for you. Alright, and then Julian will just say he's here. I'm not even looking at the numbers. Alright, so now everybody's in an actual square, and we will say that he is in an actual
Julian in a half square, he's just high in a half square or low in a half square.
Okay, sorry. We'll do it that way. Alright, there we go. Now, 1, 2, and yeah, it actually goes. It's still wrong, isn't it? Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, your Kern's
No,
like.
you had it right. Just no, you're right. Your big square block is actually incorrect also. So yeah, Kern's there, but your
Yes.
square block
Yeah.
should extend an extra
Right. 5
down.
feet to the, or whatever, 2.5 feet to the south. All right. So, okay. So there we go. All right. So now let's look at this. All right. So Donier, it was a 20 versus Fortitude, and
Hits.
does it hit by 8? That's what you need to know for the critical.
No, it hits by 4.
It's by 4. Okay, so not critical. All right, Wrangle is at the second middle, so he actually gets missed. Abril is a hit with a 26. Okay, so she is actually critical. Julian is hit with a 18, maybe, or missed. What is that? What is Julian's Fortitude?
Checking.
Okay. And Nala, let's see, while we're on it, is a 21. That's just going to be a hit, certainly not a critical. And then Kern is a 20, which I'm pretty sure is a hit and not a critical.
So on his character sheet, his journal character sheet, his defenses are very low except for his armor class. I don't honestly remember him well enough, so it could very well be that that's true. In which cases,
No, you have to
Fortitude
base it. It's the shaman thing, so it's based on your defenses. So
what's based on mine? What difference is there from mine? Anything?
I don't think there's any difference. I think it's your base defense without magic bonuses and stuff like that. Right?
Okay. Then 18 is going to hit because it hits me anyway. So.
And actually, Nala gets a fumble. She's in the third line, and not the last row, but the
Yeah,
one
you're
before.
right.
It's a 9.
You're right. Okay, so so the spell actually. Yep. Okay, so 2 is lesser, so it doesn't matter. All right, so what happened? Okay, so Nala was missed, Wrangle was missed, and everybody else was hit, and Abril was hit critically. Okay, so it did 13 points of cold damage to Donier, Abril, Julian, and Kern. All right, so let's see. Abril minus 13. Julian minus 13. Donier minus 13.
I already did that. Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Are you
I'm
doing
tracking it on the
thing
battle
that-
tracker.
Okay,
Yep.
my bad.
Okay, and who else do we need? Nala, is that the one I forgot? I think so. Yep. All right, so there we go. All right, so Nala just got bloodied according to my battle tracker. All right.
Shouldn't Nala have been missed?
Oh, right. You're right. Nala was a miss. So who did I mess up? Oh, Abril. No,
Kern.
I got Abril.
Kern took the damage. I don't know if you
Abril.
remember.
Oh, it was Wrangle. Wrangle's the one I missed. Okay. All right. There we go. Kern took the damage? Okay, that was the one. I also missed Kern. All right. No, Wrangle was missed as well. Okay, so it was Kern that I missed. All right. There we go. God, I'm getting confused. All right.
Annabelle was hit for 14.
And Abril was hit for 1 more point due to the critical. Yeah, so who cares? All right, so 15. All right, now, so no one's bloodied. All right. Now, it did cold damage, just to let people know, in case there's anything going on with that. And this is now a zone which the cold blocks sight, and if you start in the zone, you are slowed. So that's the result of that. Okay. And that was that attack. Now let me make sure that I've got this right. Yes, I do. Okay. He gets to decide one person. And so he will accept, let's see, 1, it's Donier, 2, it's Wrangle, 3, it's Abril, 4, it's Julian, 5, it's Nala, and 6, it's Kern. Okay, let's see who he gives the extra effect to. So obviously he could, no, he can only do it on a hit, so he doesn't get Wrangle or Nala. So it can only be Donier, Abril, Julian, or Kern. Was Julian hit? Yes, Julian was hit. Okay, so D4. Kern gets to be the lucky one. Okay, so Kern, you are affected by ongoing 5 fire. Alright, so we will indicate that with this little
That is weird.
poison ivy looking thing. Alright. And so,
Fire?
yep, ongoing 5 fire. Cold blast and then fire. No, I'm sorry, ongoing 5 cold. You're right. So we'll just indicate that with the blue dot. That's easier. Ongoing 5 cold. Alright, so that's Kern's turn. So Kern takes the 5 cold. And then it's your turn.
Okay, a couple of things. So first, is it now visible to everybody after dropping a great big blast?
It would be, except that his zone that he just created provides superior cover.
Superior cover to everything in every direction?
Yes, it blocks line of sight. Yes.
Like a giant, super dense fog thing. That's
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Second, I still can't move Julian, so I can't do much of anything on that.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get that straight. We'll get all this straight here. At
Then
least I
just
got
on
the
a
picture right.
Question from providing superior cover, am I able to safely assume that I can see that there's no fog to the south of me since I'm at the very outer edge?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
That's a great role-playing question, but I guess technically you, in 4th edition, you kind of know where the power is. I mean, you can role-play that as well as you want to, but, you know, even if you're deep within it, you're supposed to know where the edge is. But you are slowed.
Edge, the edge. Okay. I will spend a move action to move south out of that nonsense.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot in the way of good options for ranged stuff, so I'm probably going to be stuck on that front. So I'll go fully defensive as my standard action, and maybe rack my brains about shades that were mentioned in case there's some kind of a knowledge check I could roll.
Sure, you can attempt the roll. That's an Arcana roll for shades.
Nope, never heard of that. All right.
What is the shade thing you speak of? All right. So that was round 1. Okay. So technically, because of Wrangle, no one got surprised. So it was just kind of like, you know, okay, deal with it. Donier, we are back to you, sir, and you are... Oh, wait a minute, Kern, roll me a saving throw. Okay, Kern, it saves from it, and it transfers to Stefan.
Sorry, Darkman.
All right. It is Donier.
Am I able to
Is
see
that
Abril?
automatic?
Yes, it's automatic. Sorry, it's an after effect.
Am I able to see Abril?
You see Abril. Yes, you do, because you were adjacent.
Can I take the torch from her?
Okay, we've been through this many times. You can, as a minor action, extend your hand and wait for her turn to give you it in a minor action, or you can make a grab attempt, which is a standard action, to take it from her.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Would it be a squeeze to move into this 4x4 here?
It's not a squeeze, but it's risky because if you get knocked backwards or something, you could fall into the hole and take damage.
And how deep is the hole?
You can see the orange line there, so the first drop would be 10 feet onto that shelf below.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll be okay.
Yeah, you
So, because I'm slowed, I'm gonna move 1, 2.
Yep, that's right.
Am I able to see the creature?
Yes, you are. He is there, and he looks nasty.
Crossbow shot,
Okay.
which is an RBA. Because all of my powers are melee.
All right, so you got a crossbow in your hands. So you're going to shoot him with a crossbow and take an opportunity attack? Is that correct?
Wait, is he melee?
He's got a dagger in his hand, something that looks like a fang.
Because he still has the 4 things. So I thought it was 4 squares above me.
He looks kind of like the token.
But I'm trying to.
Did I not roll the thing? Let's see. Okay, so you see in one hand a warm red glow of a daggery thing, and in the other hand a frosty blue glow of an orb.
Okay, but is he still on the ceiling?
No, he jumped down to the floor.
Okay, then I will drop my crossbow and draw my sword and then hit him.
Okay, you.
Because I'm way better at those.
Drop your crossbow here.
Yeah, because I couldn't see him before.
All right, that's fine. All right, and then you moved, and then you dropped your crossbow as a free action. As a minor, you draw your sword, and now you can swing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. You don't actually see him. I forgot about that. He's still basically hidden. Because he doesn't, let's see, 5 points. You were still in the obscured area when he shot, so you didn't necessarily get a 5-point advantage to see him. So no, I'm sorry, you don't see him. Let's start that over. Okay, you don't see him. Now what do you do?
Then I'll just move over there with the crossbow, and I will still move over here with the crossbow,
Okay.
and I will ready an action to shoot when I see something.
Okay, so and then you've still got the crossbow out, so you got another minor action. You can at least roll another perception check to see.
Sure,
what's
I'll do that.
Going on. Yeah.
I don't see anything, guys.
Yep.
I mean, that fog, that's still like in my eyes.
Yep. Very difficult to see him. Okay, so Abriel, you're in the same boat, I think, right? You don't see him, so what do you do?
Okay, as far as I know, Donier was in front of me. So I'm gonna move here, and I remember the pit was near, so I won't risk walk any further. So I'm gonna move back here. The torch is coming with me.
Yep.
And I don't think I can keep my ready, can I? I'm gonna take
no, you're ditching the ready, but you still can't actually see him. You got to look around if you want to see him and roll for that.
I'm gonna take a perception check. No, I don't see him. As Donier said, the fog is still in my eyes, and I cannot see the tip of my nose. But I still be optimistic and keep my ready.
There you
If I
go.
see something hostile, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Exactly. Okay, that's how you do it. All right, so Wrangle, it's your turn.
All right.
We probably don't even see each other, and we're next to one another.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's. Oh, actually, she can see you looking around, and you see her looking around.
I'm still slowed, right?
Yes, you're slowed.
Right. Okay. Do I still see the creature?
Yes, you do. Yes.
All right. Can I recall something from the story series told about the Mistcane people? Can I relate it to this creature?
Nothing really matches up. This doesn't match anything you know about. You can roll Arcana if you would like.
She said something about Athoni, ancient Athoni. I saw frescoes from Athoni tribes.
Right?
Maybe, what can I roll for that?
You got to roll an Arcana check. Trust me.
Arcana, really?
Yep.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
You know nothing.
I know nothing. Okay, Jon Snow. Is Jacob menacing?
No, he is not threatening.
Threatening, yes. All right, I will. She went near Jacob, so I will use my. I will with the minor. I will use my bait. Pull a dagger.
Yep.
Leave my crossbow and use my new power. I can see it. Here it is. Still with a -2, right?
No, you're at. Oh, yes, you're in.
Yeah, it's
dim
in
bumps.
dark.
You're correct. Yes.
-2 then.
Yep.
That's an 18.
That will miss just barely.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
All right. All right. So, that was you. Now we go on to Jakob. Jakob is going to first look and see if he can see. And I don't have his character set up yet, so I will have to remember what he is. He's 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. So he looks to see if he can see where this creature is. Nope. Even with +10, he rolls a natural 1 and would not see his own foot. Okay, so he doesn't know what's going on and just kind of wastes his turn going, What happened? What caused that spell? And Nala. Yes, implement keywords apply to attacks made with the implement in general. In general, yes. It could be a macro error, but yes, in general, that's true. Okay, so Nala blindly rushes forth, moving full speed. I'll let you adjudicate how it happens. Well, she's slow because she's in the area, so her full speed is still just 2.
It's technically 4 because it's 2 with movement, 2 with
Yeah, I
yeah.
noted that run in my world run while slow is 3, not 4. So
No. I was saying that the other 2 would be with turning your standard into a movement.
no, that's not how it works. Okay, so that's not even in normal 4E. Okay, so you can move 3 squares, Nala, which is actually going to end up being 6 on this weird double map. So you need to tell me like where you're going because you can't really see him. You don't know which direction he's in.
So, Jones, Donnie was right. She can substitute a standard for a move action, including when slowed. Her speed is just reduced to 2, so she should be able to move 4 because she's not running necessarily. She's moving full speed twice.
Oh,
So-
okay. You're just saying move. Yes, move. She can move 2 and then 2 again. That's 4. Yes.
Exactly.
And
So
if
that's
she
what
wanted to
Donnie-
run, she could move 3-3. Just to be clear, that's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think she's
Crazy.
She wasn't trying, but she's just going. She's just going straight north the way she was facing. Everybody else was facing that way before.
Okay.
She's going for it north until she
All right.
runs into things.
So Nala gets there. She just needs to roll a perception check and not roll a 1 and avoid falling off the cliff. Don't roll a 1.
I don't see Nala on the board.
She's there. Okay, so she runs right up and she clears the icy area, and then she goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. She's like right on the edge of that little precipice thing, you know, and it stops herself. Okay, so that was a move action. You can that was just to see if you noticed the cliff. I'll let it won't matter. You still got to roll the, what is it, the 22. Yeah, so you still can't roll it to see him yet. Okay, so you, probably the best thing you can do, just letting you know, is probably you call, you know, either you call for a readied action to smack something you can see, or you jump across the opening to the other side where you can get a swing at something in case, you know, and I don't know what side you would jump to. You'd have to make that determination yourself. But
So the first step out of the area was the first movement of her second move, because that's the third square right there, not her second square. So she does standard action left. She's halfway through a second move action at the moment. Because she is just moving, she gets out.
Move. Okay, got you. Yeah. Okay, I keep forgetting that it's a move. You're right. Okay, so she stops right there. All right, on the edge of the cliff and goes like, whoa. All right, Cerise looks at the situation, and she says in Hainish, Kern, if you need a cure, I'll cure you. Stefan, and then she says in Athani, Stefan the same. If you need a cure, I'll cure you. And then she stays defensive. Stefan.
I'll take some amount of damage. I'm not sure how much.
Yeah, you take 5. Are you resistant to cold?
Nope.
Okay. So you take 5. All right, and then what do you do?
I'm gonna move. Actually, no. I'm gonna delay until the big thing goes away.
Okay. All right. So
I will make my save now.
All right. Wait. You need to be clear here. Mechanically.
I'm delaying, but I don't think my save should just delay until after I go.
The proper term is a readied action, not a delay. So you have a readied action.
Except I'm not doing a readied action. I'm just waiting.
Okay, so I'm
delaying.
All right, so wait a minute. Let's see. Let me think about this. So you didn't do anything at all. So you're delaying your whole round. Okay.
Yes, I have took damage. I'm going to make a save, and then I'm just delaying my entire turn.
Yeah, well, if you're delaying, you don't even save, and you are still... I don't know how to do that defensive thing. I guess if you're still defensive until the end of your next turn, then you're still defensive. All right?
No, it shouldn't. It should end at the beginning of your next turn, so I'm no longer defensive.
Okay, so you're no longer defensive, so take that off, and then okay, so its turn, and the frosty area stays up until the end of his turn. So he gets a turn, and let's see what he's going to do now.
Yeah, I'm going to end up going after him, waiting for the frosty area to evaporate.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And my question is, when do I need to roll a saving throw?
At the end of your actual turn, which will be when you take your turn. Okay.
All right, I'm done then.
So let's see here. He will do this. He does a risk. Okay, so he moves, and Wrangle, you get a melee basic. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, melee basic attack. And you actually hit him. You dog. Okay, so you did a mere 3 points of damage to him, but you hit him. Okay, so... Alright, and then I need to look at, he was in very dim. What is that? 1 second. Got to keep all the things together of what's going on here. All right, so he gets that. All right, and he gets to there, and he does this. I am going to go ahead and delete the old area of effect because that's about to go down, but it's not down quite yet. It will be down in a second, and this happens. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Roll 20. You just suck. Let's see.
That's Robert's painting skills.
Yes, yes, and I will blame it on Roll 20. And it's just I am the suck here. You're right. You're exactly correct. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, so this is.
Did I not get to attack it when it moved either?
You didn't see it, so you can't.
That's fair.
You
That
don't
is
threaten. Yeah, you don't threaten if you can't see it. Okay, so this is the next attack. Okay, and all right. So it does. It rolls a 21 versus your reflex, Donier, and you just need to tell me if that's a critical or not. Okay. Wrangle is already telling me he got critical.
It is not critical. It is 1 shy of critical.
Nala is hit normally, and Abril is, I think, missed. Okay, so yes. All right, so Donier, Nala, and Wrangle take 11, and there's no critical roll. Huh. Okay, so this is a at-will implement power, so it does a d6, so it does an extra d3 to the critical person. Okay, so 3 more points. Okay, so Donier and Nala took 11, and Wrangle took 14. All right, so Donier and Wrangle. No, wait a minute. Yeah, Wrangle took 14, and Donier and Nala took 11. All right. So Nala is now bloodied, and that is the only status change. No one else got bloodied as far as I can tell. Okay, I don't know why the button's not coming up. There we go. All right. So, and he can slide you 1. So, of course, he attempts
to update me. I'm at 27 now.
I put you 14. Let's see. No, yes, I did.
41 and lost 14, so.
Something is wrong. Somebody has killed my my thing there. Okay, so let me see. That should have worked, and I don't. Maybe it's just slow updating. Hang on. I think it's going to update. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to update it manually. 1 second. Okay, so now he gets to slide you all 1, and he's going to slide all 4 of you into the hole. But 1 second. So everybody needs to make a saving throw. And this, I'm going to give Nala her strength bonus because she just stopped falling in the hole a second ago as she was running straight into it. So everybody roll a saving throw. And Wrangle, since you're further away, you're going to get +2. Everybody else just roll a basic save. Okay, so save. Abril's the only one who's going to fall in the hole. Okay, and Abril, roll me a d6. If you get a 1 to 4, you fall on that.
Missed.
Missed, I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so Abril, if you roll a d6. If you get a 1 to 4, you're going to land on that first ledge. And then a 5 or 6, you will fall to the second ledge. Okay, so you fall.
But I
Slides on a
wasn't
miss.
hit. I
don't.
wasn't hit. It says hit slide.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. You're not slid on a miss. Oh, so nobody got slid. Nobody got pulled into the hole, although Wrangle and Donier are now squeezed. Okay, so you are now one on top of the other, granting combat advantage, and this is the squeeze symbol right there. And I don't know why the death symbol keeps coming up for no apparent reason. All right. So the two of you you just remember that you're stacked on that square, and each one of you, not only are you squeezed, but you're prone because you're literally hanging on the edge. That's the way. That's the special effect of being pulled over the edge, is you're prone. So all three of you are prone that got hit. All right, that was that, and now we can erase the at will. And now the readied actions that would go are both Abril and Stefan, and we only need to have Stefan because Abril still can't see him. 5 points. Abril, what was your perception check? Your latest perception check? Did you roll one recently?
It was really low. I don't remember,
Okay.
like a 6
You
or
get-
9 or something.
You get +5 because he made an attack, so 14 still not up to 22. So you don't actually even see him. And Stefan, you can then go ahead and make your whatchamacallit.
Not sure what you mean by whatchamacallit.
Your attack, your ready action.
Oh,
Your
I don't have
delay.
ready action.
Sorry,
I have my
your delay.
turn.
Yes.
All right. Can I perceive him, or do I still see him?
Let's see. Did you lose sight of him? Yes, you did. So you actually cannot perceive him either. You have to see him again. And so you know he's got to roll. Oh, actually, that's right. He moved. He has to re-roll the stealth. 1 second. Let me see if Abril actually got to see him again too. That's another question. Nope. All right. So you got the same issue then. Move and attack. So he's 7 off of that. So you can get, if you can get up to a whatever that is. And
All right. Well, I make a perception check as a minor action.
yep. So you need whatever it is, 15. Okay, so yep, you do see him because it's 7 less than 22, which is 15. And let's see, Abril was 9 plus 6 is 15. So Abril, you actually do get to shoot as well.
All right. Let Abril go since she had a ready action.
Do I not
Does she
get
technically
my
would go
readied action because I'm prone?
Yes, correct. You're ready to, if you get a condition put on you, pretty much your ready to action gets canceled.
All right.
All right, so Abril, you were first then, so you can shoot at him first. Okay, so you shoot at him and you miss. All right.
19 reflex.
Yep, it'll miss. Stefan?
All right. So if what you're telling me is the implement has a keyword that applies to attacks made via that implement.
I'm sorry, say that again. The implement what?
So what you're telling, I'm making sure that I understand this. If an implement has a keyword attached to it,
Yeah.
then when I make an attack with that implement, do those keywords get added or replace my normal power? Or
Okay.
is it just largely irrelevant?
I see what you're saying. No, the power is the keyword. The implement in general does not have a keyword unless that keyword is associated with the power it has.
Every implement you've given me so far has got a keyword attached to the implement itself,
Okay.
not to a power.
Okay,
Just
well that's
saying.
that's
That's
just an
why I'm
accident.
asking. It's a little confusing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's an accident.
That
Yeah.
being said,
Yeah.
head to daylight. Yeah, I shout, "Go daylight!"
And you know that it's dusk outside, so
Oh, oh. Well, then never mind. I don't bother saying that.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, It's like it's about 7:15 p.m. You know, in the world.
Keep light on him. All right. I can't though. Yet again, I'm finding something I can't hurt. All right. Okay. That's 60 feet. So that's a move. I draw a dirk as I move. So now I now have concealment. And of course he sees in the dark. It's a minor and a move. My action. All right, I'll do that. We'll see what happens. I'll try to blind him and figure he actually sees in the dark, not senses in the dark. Counter range 10.
Okay. And that is versus Fortitude. I think that's almost certainly going to hit him. Let me check. Where is he? There he is. Okay, Fortitude, you hit him. And so he's blind and vulnerable to all. Okay, so that's the little eye thing, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I hit by 4?
He has a 14, so even with the -2, you hit by 4. Yes.
All right, I'll take 4 temporary hit points.
Okay, 4 temporaries coming to Stefan, and
Then I'll make my save.
make the save to see if you are no longer colded, and you fail. All right, so you're colded still. All right, then that was you, and we move to Kern.
And is this thing visible now to anybody, or is it still hidden away?
You know, no, you don't see what's going on, so you'd have to roll a perception to see him. But
I'll start with that then.
You can see that whatever it is something down there to the north, obviously, because Stefan just shot at something, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, you see him.
All right, sweet. Let's see what I got. Am I no longer slowed since I'm not in that area? Of
Correct. Yep. You're in very dim light all over the place, so you can kind of move normally, kind of.
All right, I move forward, 1 move action, and in the process, move Julian forward and face it to the enemy.
Okay.
And I will attempt a defending strike against it.
All right.
And
reflex. Okay, that will miss.
Okay.
All right.
And I will call out some stuff in Hainish that includes the word Nala, telling her to get over to Julian and that it's in front of him.
Okay. All right. So we start off the next round. And Donier, you are hanging on the edge there and squeezed and prone and all that happiness. So what do you do?
I would like to get up off of that. So is that what movement? What is
Alright.
it to get up and out?
Yep, it's a move action, and during that move action, you may shift one, so you can climb over the edge of any side of it, and then you will not be prone after the end of the move action.
Right there.
Don't put yourself in a half square.
That's half square. So there.
There you go. And now you can. Now you should take off both the yellow dot and the wavy squeezy thing.
There we are. Can I make a roll to try? Can I make a perception roll to try and see him?
Sure. Move. Now you're doing a minor. Okay, you needed a 15 because he moved in attack, so you did not. You still do not see him.
I'm going to make my do a second move by downgrading my standard
Okay.
and move here into the light
Okay.
by going here and then here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, you can move through Jillian, no problem. Okay, Abril.
Okay, something shoots me and I shoot back. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, and peekaboo, there you are. Right?
Yeah, the very dim light is the same as the normal cave light, so you can see him. It's still -2 in the very dim light, but you're +2 because he's blinded. You have combat advantage. So-
Okay, there goes a curse
Net 0.
and another hellish rebuke.
Yep.
So no modifier because I have -2 and he has -2, right?
That's right.
20.
And you barely miss him
You-
again.
You have combat advantage because he's blind,
I already we've
Yes,
included we included that.
already
and he's only -1 because he's in dim light.
It's very dim light. Dim light is the torch's orange area. Very dim light is the yellow area.
So yet with 20 I miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have done before. If you're blind against range attacks, you're +5, not +2.
No, that would be incorrect, and that would be if you could see him or all that kind of stuff. You know. Let's
She
see.
didn't see him last turn.
Let me think about it. No, it's not helpless. It's not helpless. It's just +2. It's just combat. It's just combat advantage. It's not helpless. All right, so let's see. Wrangle.
Okay.
Let's get here.
Moving.
1 second.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3. I'm squeezing there.
Wait. You were.
All right.
You're
I'm
not. You're not squeezed, but you're prone.
Okay. Didn't know that. Okay.
No, you're actually right there. You were just under Donier, so we didn't put you there. That's your actual square. All right, so
Okay.
so you can
Let me stand up.
if you risk it and make a what is it, an 18 acrobatics check, then you can stand as part of your movement and just keep going.
Okay, I'm keeping up.
If you fail by 8, then you fumble it. But if you
I tried to stand
you
up.
make it. So you can just do a whole normal movement.
All right. Just let me know where I squeeze. Do I squeeze there?
Yes, that would be a squeeze to get past there.
And that's minus.
Yeah,
one,
if you squeeze, it's -5 to hit, so you don't want to do
1,
that.
2, there. What if I move? No, I don't move. I will try to.
If you're gonna go there, you want to go one further for sure.
No, I will move there. Do I have any penalty attacking the creature?
Yes, if you squeeze, which you just did, you're -5.
Oh, that's too much. What if I move there?
Yeah, you can do that. You get on through the squeeze, okay,
Yeah.
but unfortunately the squeeze keeps with you until your next move action. So that still doesn't
Then
work.
then I will move there. Do I get any combat advantage with Julian Spirit? Did he
Yeah,
attack?
yes, you do. But you
Okay.
still have the -5 from the squeeze, so you're +2, -5. So your net is your net would be again total of -5. Uh, yes, I know he is blind. Blind is grants combat advantage. That's the rule on blind. Okay, so you so he grants combat advantage. All right. And your combat advantage with Julian doesn't give you any more combat advantage, but so
Okay.
this -5, and then the light's -2, so it's gonna be a net -5, yeah, if you attack him
Okay.
from the squeeze, from your difficulty of squeezing through that rocky area.
All right.
So very difficult, I mean, insight
just
wise, as a game master, I would advise you to throw something at him from back there, not to get so close. But anyway,
but he doesn't give any up attack.
wait, Lonnie is correct. Lonnie is correct, because you just walk right through Julian, so no problem.
Ah, right. And he doesn't give any up attack.
Yeah, so you're just net 0.
Okay. I stood up from prone with an acrobatics check. Does it count as minor
That was the total of that was a move action,
move action?
but you get all the way
Moving-
there.
Moving up there is this the same action, the move action?
Yes, you because of your acrobatics roll, you're able to flip over the top of the thing and move all the way to there. Now you can do your standard. You still got a minor left if you want.
I have a minor. I would take that minor to inspect the spirit, shadow, or creature, or whatever it is, to see if I can relate it to the Mistcane tribe.
Okay. It looks like a dark splotch of smokishness, but you can tell it's not smoke. It is a dark shadow moving in the form roughly of a man. Go ahead and roll another perception check, and I'll give you some additional information for if you get above a 20, depending on every couple. Okay, so
All right.
you think this is true. So.
All right. Next thing I will do, if you allow me, I will take a step back and tell Sirius to. Step back would be this in this case. Sirius to. Sirius,
Okay.
repeat that elven words, please.
Okay, so
And
one
nothing
thing.
else.
Wait a second, Felix. Okay, so
Yeah.
you
okay.
need to get in the habit of doing your actions in discrete chronological order. Okay, so
All right.
if you were doing your move action first, I thought you were finished moving and you moved to
Yeah,
there, right?
It's okay. I stay there.
Yeah.
I stay there.
Then you did a perception check. Okay, now you
Yeah.
notice that. Now you've got a standard action left. What do you do?
Okay. I'm still menacing the creature. I will tell Sirius with my standard. I will tell Sirius to repeat the words she said in Elvish.
Okay.
Because I don't remember that. I could read it, but
Okay.
Rangel wouldn't remember it.
Exactly.
And I will tell Sirius to repeat the words out loud in Elven.
Okay.
And that's my action.
Jakob will attempt a perception check to see if he sees it. And he does see it. And so he does a move action to there. And he will attack it. He will miss. All right. Okay. Now we get to Nala, who's hanging by the edge of the cliff. All right, so Nala, I mean, you can do the same thing he did. If you roll an 18 acrobatics, you can flip yourself out, but it's an acrobatics, not an athletics roll. Otherwise, it takes a whole move action to climb and shift yourself 1 out of the pit. So she's standing up. Where does she shift to?
Where did Jacob move? I see him in the same place.
He moved. Your screen's not updated then. So, does everyone see him in the same place? He should be right next to the
Oh,
dude.
don't worry. I had a problem with Roll20. Let me refresh.
Yeah, you're not updated. Yep. Okay, so Nala, Lonnie, I need to know. You need to shift yourself 1 square, or on this map it's 2 squares, over and the edge of the pit. So I need to know where you're going. I mean, just looking.
You said we were prone, not hanging. She made her save. You said they were prone, not hanging. So she shouldn't have to do an acrobatics to stand up, right?
Yeah, so the thing, okay, so when you are prone, it's a move action to stand up. So I'm saying I'm giving you an extra option to roll acrobatics if you want to make a full move, as in you just acrobatically leap up and keep going. Whereas if you don't take that, then you have to do a move action just to stand up and shift 1. Yeah, so, and of course, if you make the roll and you miss it by 8, you risk fumbling and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you stand up. Now, I'm going to assume you want to get as close as you can to it, and this would be, okay, so, well, yeah, you can move over there. So now you can take off the yellow dot. I'll get that for you. That's the prone indicator. So, all right, there we go. No more, you're not prone anymore. All right, so that was a move action. What else? Foxtrot. Okay. Yep. All right, so this is the unusual situation. You can move through Julian, but unfortunately you can't end your turn where Julian is. So you have to end your movement before you attack. So you'll end up being squeezed for the attack, which is -5. Unless you go through Julian. And we've got Donier cheating in a half a square or something. Okay, so you can't.
I didn't know, so then I guess I'm there.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. You cannot squeeze. You would not have the movement points to squeeze past Jakob, right? If you start down here where you were, let's see, you were started like right whatever it was there, right? Okay, so you would now 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can only. You're not going to be able to make it now since Donier is definitely in that square now. There's no way to get there without squeezing. I don't think.
She is already intending to be squeezing.
Okay,
She's moving
so all right,
she
so
already did that before we started trying other plans.
Gotcha. Okay, all right, so she's squeezed to there.
Take it -5. She's
Yeah.
okay with that.
All right, and then the -2 for the lighting, and then that'll do it. He's +2 for combat advantage, so you're net -5. Okay, all right. All right, so that was Nala. Now Cerise. Cerise is going to move forward with her torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to actually take the cave modifier because I'll do it to myself. And she's there. And then she will do a cure on Nala. And Alright, let's see. Nala spins a surge. She gets 16. I can't remember. Does it cure an extra d6? I think it's plus charisma, right? Let's see. We don't have
Yes,
any.
it's plus charisma for a bard.
Okay, well, for her, that is 4 points. So you are cured for 20 points of damage because you are very sturdy and Nala-like. Okay. Alright, and now that means you are no longer bloodied. And then she gets to shift you 1. Now, I'm going to say she gets to roll an Arcana roll. And if she gets a 17 or higher, she will get you past the squeeze okay and negate your squeeze. Let's see. Arcana is AR for her, and she does. So you're pushed to there and no longer squeezed. Alright. Which is, I don't know if you consider that good, but I consider that very good strategically. Okay.
Huh?
Alright.
And her free action. Say the word, Ceres.
Okay,
Say the
and
word to Nelvin,
as
please.
she is knitting sweaters, she also says, she repeats the phrase in Elven. Okay, and Wrangle, you notice something. Let's see. It like turns its head and looks at her, you know, when she says that. Okay?
All right, I got it.
Alright, so now
Right.
it is its turn. Alright. And it needs to think for a second. What is it going to do? It doesn't want to waste its powerful stuff. And so it realizes that it's kind of surrounded, and it will waste its powerful stuff. Alright, so oh wait a minute, it can do that as a, oh, that's a reaction, so it can't just do it right now. Alright, so it will have to do something else. So it does a shift. No one's a fighter here, right? Does a shift, so no one gets an op attack.
Roll for direction.
Oh, good call. Good call, sir. Okay, that's going to be confusing. Alright, so what directions could it do? It say, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can roll your own. It would be lucky for it if it rolls a 1. Wait a minute, what are the rules on that? What is the directional thing? Oh, it's a 1,
It's
2,
going
or
to be more 1 to 3.
it's
not,
1 to
it's not-
3. Yes, it's 1
It's
to
a
3.
random towards
So
where it's going.
a 2 is good for it. So roll a d3. Okay, so a 1. So it tries to move and bumps into Yakum. All right, so then it is forced to do its normal. Okay, and it will just blast. And this is a no, this is not a close, I don't think. It can do a close though, so it will do a close. What is the close thing that it does? This one. All right, so oh, this is going to be weird. Let me make sure that this is right. I think it is. Oh, it's a burst. Oh, lovely. Close burst. Okay, so this happens. Let's see. What is this one? This one is...
Do we get any AOs when it tries to move, or is it doing some kind of shift?
It's a close. So it tried to do a shift of 1. And Stefan's blindness essentially prevented its shift. And now it is doing a close burst attack, which means no one gets an op attack. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, and I need to make sure. Did I get this right? 1, 2. I think I did. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So it's there and there. Is that right? 1 and 2. Okay, that's the burst. All right. Now, What is the burst? I mean, what is the attack? Let's see. It is this. And this is no modifier, obviously. Okay. So this one is darkness damage. Okay. So it's a zone of darkness. Poof. And it actually overwhelms the torches and becomes actual darkness. So let's see. Wrangle is at a 24 versus Fortitude. So let me know on that one. Jakob is a 16, and that will actually miss Jakob. Nala is an 11, a definite miss on her. Julian's Spirit is a fumble. Donier is a 14 versus Fortitude. And
Let me double check.
you have cover from... No, you don't. No, not a close attack. So it is a 24
It
against...
misses me.
A 24 against Abriel, which is a crit. Okay, so Abriel's crit, and Wrangle is crit, and
Missed Donier.
everybody else was missed, right? Oh no, +7 is not a crit. But I thought you used +8 is a crit. So if it would have to be +8. So did it just normally hit you? Okay, so a normal hit does 9 and a crit does 14. So Wrangle took 14 points damage. And were you crit or not?
Yes, I was crit. +10.
I'm talking about Abriel. Abriel is, you were hit on a 24, not a crit. Okay, so that is, yeah, you're pretty fortitudinous. So you just got normally hit, so you took 9. Okay. And then it is, but that is a racial thing. Just to let you know, right? That's in your little blurb there. Okay, so that was, I mean, let's see, what else did we do? Okay, yes. All right, so that was it did a move, it did a standard. Now it has a minor action. You can't do anything, and it's Stefan's turn. Okay, so obviously this is darkness. So again, you're back to the full darkness issue. Everybody plunges into darkness.
I'll do nothing.
Hey, Sirius,
Yes.
I
I
stand
wanted to
there.
find out from what do we see when Sirius said the Elvish words? We missed it, and we apologize. But what happened when she said that? Anything at all?
Well, you know, if you very high perception checks, then you might have noticed something, which is why I told Wrangle something.
Okay.
But
It wasn't something that we were both of us
I mean, I guess, you know, you're going to find out eventually, but basically the bottom line is it turned and sort of glanced at her like it recognized the words. Basically is what you kind of see. Okay, so Stefan,
I like I'm gonna try something.
Ray, let me know. Yeah, I mean, you're saying I mean, if you're really not doing anything, you're not doing anything, but I mean, just let me know.
No, I'm gonna try something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Felix, we used to actually be really rude about that. We would make everybody write down on a piece of paper and pass to the game master what their intent was, and then it would all kind of go off simultaneously. It was pretty
To be
interesting.
to
Well,
to
well,
to be fair, it was because of one player.
That's probably true. Yes. Okay,
It
so
was
you
all
said,
because of Landis.
all right. Let's see. I'm gonna see.
But I'm gonna see if that'll do something. If it doesn't do something, it doesn't do something. But that's what I try to do.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
I'm trying to see if it does that.
okay.
If
you
not,
need to
my turn.
you need to make a
I took 5 points of
an
damage.
Arcana roll, and then I got to do something.
Before all that, I took 5 points of damage.
Oh, you did, yeah. Okay,
effect.
from the cold. Okay, so you take 5 from the cold. All right, and then you need to roll an Arcana check, and then I need to roll something else. Okay, that is all right. So nothing, no information. But hang on, let's see. Okay, and
That misses.
that misses. Okay,
Yeah.
I will tell you what happened. All right, and with that roll on Arcana, yes, you and this is all that, dot, dot, dot means kind of a little confusing. Something about that, maybe. Okay. All right. And that was Stefan. Now we get to Kern.
Hang on, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry. So you kind of follow all that?
Yeah, except I thought it was attuned to them.
No.
But I could be wrong.
Do you know what they do?
I have no idea what they do, but I
Yeah.
thought themes from that place
No.
were attuned to me.
You put those in your pack and you never touched them since. You hadn't even really. I think you might have tried to identify them once and you couldn't even touch them, right?
Yes, but I thought I was attuned to them.
No.
Oh, well, then I've been wearing them for no particular reason. then.
No, I didn't know you were wearing them.
Oh, yes, I have worn them when we've been out in the swamp the entire time.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I missed that part.
All right.
I assumed you just took them out and put them on.
Well, no, I've had them. I've been wearing them.
Okay, well,
All right.
then you feel like that might continue.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
You just pulled them out and put them on, and you feel like that might continue if you don't take them back off.
Okay, well, I take them off then.
All right.
There's physically no way I can do any of that in all in one round, however.
You can have your gloves folded in over your belt, and then pull them out and put them on.
All right, so how long would that have taken?
I guess, it's a minor to pull them out, put them on, and then,
All right, so then I tried that as my action, so I guess I'll take them back off.
Yeah,
again.
exactly, yeah.
All right.
All right, so
I'm done.
That's you. Roll a saving throw. Sorry, we weren't clear on that. I missed the point where you thought you were attuned to them. All right, so you're still freezing. All right, Kern.
You didn't take my temporary hit points off.
I put -5 for your cold on there, and you've taken it twice, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kern.
Theirs is 1 square west of an actual square. We wouldn't mind moving her
Oh,
over.
you're right. You're right. So she's there. Yep.
Thank you muchly.
Yep.
Let's see. Kern's currently not too badly whooped on. Okay. So Kern will move forward to the edge of the darkness.
Yep.
And ready. He'll ready his. Seems kind of slippery and quick. So he'll ready. What's it called? Wrath of Winter. Actually, no. We'll ready Thunder Bear's Warding against the critter when the darkness drops, if it's within range.
Okay. Alrighty. So that was you. You've got a ready to action ready, and Donier, you're in pitch black.
Alright. I'm in pitch black?
Yes.
Then I ready an action until I can see.
Okay.
Actually, I will delay until I can see.
You are delaying until you can see. Okay. I guess we probably kind of need to figure out some way of indicating delay versus ready. Okay. Abriel.
Okay, I don't see anything, but I'm gonna move by memory, let's say.
Yes, you can see actually over here because you're at the edge. You can see that you can like step up on that yellow contour line and be. You'd have to roll a 13 athletics check to do so, though.
No, I'm gonna try to teleport behind Rangel.
Okay, you can't teleport unless you can see the target destination.
But I cannot remember the place. No,
It's still
there.
the same thing as a blind teleport if you do that way.
What happens if I do a blind teleport?
You can end up partially in the rock or something like that.
Cool.
Okay, so just to let you know what this kind of roll would be, it would be -1, 2, 3, so that's 6. So you'd be -6, and the roll is perception and or insight, either one. And it has to be an area that you saw before. So you'd be -6, and if you roll, the target would be 16, and you're at -6. So if you roll a 8 or less, you would fumble.
And what happens if I teleport here? I already see this place.
1, 2, 3, same distance, same issue. You could end up in the ground. See what I'm saying? There's no way to avoid I mean, you can end up in the air and fall. You can end up embedded in the ground. It's teleporting blind is not for the faint of heart.
Okay, take a step back.
Yep. Okay. So now, what is my rule again? You're right next to it. So if you take an entire move action just to move that one step, you can do it without rolling a 1. So just roll a athletics check and don't roll a 1. You climb up on the ledge.
What ledge? Is there a ledge?
Yes. If you look underneath here, you'll see a yellow contour line. I'm sorry, it's just not apparent on the map, but.
Acrobatic or athletic, did you say?
Acrobatics climbing is harder by 2, but yeah, it's still don't roll a 1. So basically, you're still don't roll a 1. So, acrobatics or athletics, either one, don't roll a 1. Okay, hey, you're fine. All right, so that's just a move action.
Well, I don't see anything, so I get ready if I see the guy.
All right, Wrangle.
All right. So total darkness, you said.
Yes. Total
Okay.
darkness is superior cover, which is -5, but you're adjacent, so it's only -4.
Okay.
Wow.
Big difference.
So, it's a shadowy figure, right?
Yep.
All right. Following thing. I don't know if it's intelligent or not. but I would tell the rest, listen, guys, that must be an elven spirit. It understood what Sarah said. I would sheath my dagger, take a step away,
Okay,
slow step.
when you say take a step away, you need to tell me if you're shifting or moving.
Uh, I'm not really moving there. I will stay there. I would just take a step away, not showing threatening to the
Okay, so
creature
you were
or the
trying to
shadow.
indicate that you are peaceful to it.
Yes.
Okay.
I sheath the weapon, I raise my hands,
Roll a diplomacy
and
check.
tell the rest of the group it understood Elven, it might be helpful, don't attack it. I'm I'm taking peaceful actions here.
Okay, so
And
roll a diplomacy check.
oh, that's not my strong. DI, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will stay there and tell the rest of the group.
Oh, and we didn't roll for its saving throw the last time. Let's see. This is its saving throw versus the effective Stefan's, right? Okay, and it failed. Okay. All right, so Wrangle.
And that's my action.
Yep, okay. All right, so yes. Okay, so I will just tell you, yes, you're thinking about that and you realize that it moves similarly to that person, Romy. It moves similar to the person you're talking about, but it is definitely magically darker than that person was. You follow me?
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Can
talking to
I?
Romina.
Wait,
All right.
wait. She's not here. Wait.
Oh, well, she sent me a message. I assume she was there.
No,
I was answering her
just-
message. Okay. All right. Okay.
there she is. There she is.
Okay. So, Romy, I just answered you verbally. And the answer is yes, it moves similar to that person, but it's clearly more magically dark and unseeable than that person was. You follow me? Yeah. Okay. All right, Wrangle, are we done with your turn? You're trying to indicate you're peaceful and you're holding your hands
I'm
up.
done.
You can't
And
see anything. You know, you're worried about being next to this guy who's been attacking you
I
the whole
just
time.
yeah, I just covering and trying to avoid any blow or attack
Okay.
from
So
from the creature.
Jakob's turn, and he does what he does, and okay, that happened, and we get to now. Nala, roll a perception check, and you need to roll higher than a 4. This is a default perception check.
Who's rolling perception?
Nala. Lonnie needs to roll a perception check higher than a 4. Okay. So it's your turn. What do you do?
Did you read her whisper?
Did I read her whisper? I guess I missed it. 1 second. Oh, okay. All right. So you can say what you are doing as narrate what you're doing as a character, or if you can't reach the microphone, I will say it for you. Nala says something in a language no one understands, and Wrangle, Kern, Donier, and even Abriel, yes. And let's see, is Stefan within 3? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he is. Stefan can roll an insight check if they would like to recognize the language. All right. right, so no one that rolled recognizes the language. All right. All right, so you said that. All right, so there has been no response. It's still Nala's turn. What do you do, Nala?
She repeats the words,
Yep.
and then she can't see anything, so I guess she's going to delay until either she,
You can just choose
Basically
when
delay.
you can delay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. All right, so Cerise looks around. Nobody that's within her range really needs a cure, so she stays defensive. All right, so we're going to go to non-combat. So what happens is you guys figure out the darkness there lasted about 3 rounds, and then it goes away, and there's no trace of the dude. So what do you do?
Donnie's gonna look around and be like, "What you say?"
Kern's ready to action is wasted at this point, so he's stuck in his ready. So I won't do anything until my initiative.
Yep. Okay, yeah. No, everybody, we're in downtime now. You can, okay, so Stefan, next round, you take 5 and roll your save. Okay, so you end the effect. All right, and by the way, it does not transfer. So you now know how that works. All right. So, the darkness there lasted another couple of rounds. Everybody's kind of like, where is he? Where'd he go? Would you see him? And no one sees him. No one knows where he went. It seems to you that he may have just disappeared and or he's hiding somewhere in the cave. So, of course, there's sort of a frantic search around with the torches and whatnot to find him. And you don't see anything. So what do you do?
Like this campsite less and less.
All right, I am going to take a really quick DM bathroom break, and y'all can either do the same or discuss it amongst yourselves, but y'all need to figure out what you're going to do, and I'll be right back. Won't take me but a few minutes. All right, I'm back. I don't hear y'all talking. That's not a good sign.
I'm here.
Yes, but you guys should be talking and figure out what you want to do. All right, so anybody got any calls? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Him and prayer. All right.
I just missed what happened. Why? Where is the spirit or the creature or the thing?
Okay, so it cast that darkness that was kind of pervasive there,
Yeah.
and that that darkness lasted about 3 rounds, and then when it cleared, no one, felt it, saw it, or can find it since then. It seems to be gone.
All right. Okay. So no more darkness. I see the light here.
Yes, the darkness goes away, and everything in here has got the yellow light because it's all dimly lit. It's only about 7:30 p.m. outside, so there's still just a tad of light. It's dusk.
Okay. Uh, are we out of combat now?
Yes, I mean essentially you're out of combat.
Serious somehow this creature reaction to your words. It just was very aware of what you were saying. Um, I don't know why. Why do you know? Can you relate why the creature left this fight? Did we hit his heart? Was it? Could we know if it was bloodied or Julian's spirit is near and Kern is also near. If it was a shadow creature, we could relate if it was what was bloodied. But can we guess if it was something else?
Siri says I have
I
no idea.
don't mean.
Go ahead.
What do you mean by guess if it was something else?
Why did the spirit leave? It was clearly controlling the battlefield here.
Well, it's
With
not a
the
spirit.
darkness, yeah. Well, whatever it was,
The only thing I
with
can figure is
darkness.
it didn't want to kill us.
He didn't. It didn't want to kill us. It
That's
just
the only
left.
reason I could think it left. Because it could have easily killed us.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I bring you a memory back from my old times in my city?
I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. If you're saying
No, I'm asking the players, the Kernala, Rangal, Stefan, Donier, if I can tell them a story of when I was back in Celestia.
Sure.
Should.
Cerise pulls out her little notebook.
Okay, some time ago I was running away with a friend of mine, and we end up in a cave with a waterfall that was said to have magical powers. And waiting for something special to happen there, we fall asleep. And when we woke up, we saw a man a little similar to this guy. This guy was a little darker, like more shadow or something. I I don't know how to describe the difference. This was like a shadow spirit, and that guy was more physical, let's say. And we tried to communicate with him, and he didn't answer, or he answered in a way we couldn't understand. My friend didn't thought things clearly and shot at him, and he deflect her magic and respond to her with an attack, then left her on the floor bleeding all over her body like it was like shattered glass all over her body. I don't know if they have some kind of relation. Maybe they are the same kind of race, let's say, but in different kind of states of life. Maybe the other guy was alive and this one was a spirit, a protector, a shadow, or something like that. Maybe, just maybe, we are disturbing something here that belongs to his race or tribe or bloodline or something. Just that, wanted to share that with you. I don't know if it has some kind of connection.
Okay, Saray says to you, she asks a question. Are those types of people around Salacia? Do they live in Salacia?
Actually, that was the first time we saw someone like that guy.
Okay.
They are near to Slasher, but they are so close and have the front lines magically close, so there is no contact with any elven society. But this spirit or shadow, or what we just saw, what I saw, I don't know if Eric, did you see it? I asked the rest of the group, did you see it?
Barely.
Okay, I will tell you what I saw. I saw pointy ears.
Okay, Cerise asks you, she says, wait, you said they are near to Salacia? Who are they?
Well, we don't talk about that. It's an ancient culture that closed the frontiers to Slatia, and there is no way to trespass by land or by water their boundaries. They are an ancient culture and they don't have any contact to us. But stories tell they look what we say elven.
She says, oh, okay. That makes sense then. An elf. And she starts writing it down. She said maybe even a dark elf, a shadow elf. She looks she like crawls over to between the other group members to where she's a little more surrounded by people.
Right, sorry. Had to zone out there. Somebody's using a credit card of mine that I don't know that I had to sort out.
Well, my thought about this, you say shadow elf. It could be, but it could be also a spirit of an elf.
It's a physical creature.
Are you sure?
That's not it was a shade.
These are Mistcane sacred lands.
It wasn't. Okay.
Okay, I won't argue with arcane.
Okay, so
arcane
Cerise says, okay, Stefan, what is a shade?
It is, well, I've only ever heard them referred to as either elves or humans that have been, well, how can I say, corrupted or influenced by darkness to the point to where their very being changes. But it's not a spirit.
She looks at you and she goes like, are you a shade?
No.
What's the difference between you and a shade?
Nothing truly magical has happened to me to cause me to take on this.
Oh, it changes you. I see.
It physically changes your body. Like, that thing is perfectly fine now. I mean, it regenerates in darkness.
Not knowing right what arcane, religious, or primal magic is, but what would a holy ground due to a shade that is, or a spirit that is bound to protect these grounds any corruption from Chrysolians do. Would it make it a darker shade or kind of shade? I don't know. I
No,
don't know if I'm
Chrysalians
right.
do demonic magic. They don't do dark magic.
Chrysolians just make everything darker and
No,
taint everything they touch. I hate
shades
Chrysolians.
are humans and elven constructs.
Okay,
They
that's too
are
much for me.
arcana. I mean, it's an arcane creature. It's not primal. It's not demonic. It's not religious.
I'd
Mhm.
I'd say
It's not a spirit.
it was blacker than even your soul, sir.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, if it reacted to someone, was it elven? And do you know if it was which elven it was?
Its shape was very elven-like. It had pointy ears.
Okay,
In my
so
bad time stories, I heard stories about elves, and they had pointy ears and were very. Was it female or male? Could I differentiate? Make any difference about it?
You were not sure. No, you don't know.
Okay, it was very. You tell me.
I mean, when you see an elven man, you're not sure if it's male or female.
Oh, so true.
That's
But
discrimination against elves. You are a bad person.
Yes, I know. I'm terrible. Yes, it's gender discrimination. Okay, yes, they're all trannies. Anyway,
okay. But I got it on first sight and very clear. What can I tell the rest of the group about it?
well, that's it. The just in the game mechanic sense, the skill to roll, which was the one you did roll, was Arcana, and so, you know,
Ah,
that
okay.
that's the skill to learn about what they are. So,
You just tell me and I tell them.
well, I mean, you rolled and you didn't get any knowledge.
No. That's not important here. The important thing is what I saw and what I want to communicate to the rest of the group. You got me there.
Yeah, I mean, you did say that, so you're gonna have to,
I,
you know,
I'm I'm
right.
really convinced that the creature was an elf and my elven stories from bedtime were that elves were good
Yes,
spirits.
yes,
Okay,
yeah, okay.
all right, that's it.
All right, so
That's
Okay, all this being said, and remembering what I saw in the cave, plus what I see here, can I have a roll to see if I have any more information to tell to the group?
yes, I don't think we ever did your Arcana roll, so you can make that attempt now. Okay, so 25 is pretty good. I forget what that shows you, but let me look back and see. I think you pretty much got most everything. Okay, so yes, so you're fairly certain that. Okay, so I will try to. Okay, so you're fairly sure it was a shade. Okay, that's true. That's true. Um, and you know this too. right? Okay, so you know all of that, and you know that
I'm not sure what you meant with the last wisp.
okay. All right, so other people kind of try and act like you don't know this, but I'm just going to say it because it's easier to say it and discuss it, and that way you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so shades are just a normal person. They can be, for instance, they could be a fighter, they could be a rogue, they could be a wizard, all right? Or they could be, you know, a hybrid, you know, wizard warlock or whatever.
Oh, I see.
They're just like anybody else, okay? But in addition to that, they're a shade. So
Okay.
shade gives them other things on top of that. So yeah. So
Okay, it's like a racial, almost.
yeah, it's almost like a race, but not quite. You know, because they're whatever race they were before, actually.
Yes.
But they're magically affected. They become a shade. So
Okay, I can put my hands into the fire, wink, wink, to say that guy was a shade. Not sure if a half-elf, elf, human, or something, but I'm almost certain that it was an elf. Making the comparison is the word with what I saw in that cave. And I look at Stefan, and certainly almost immune to dark damage, as you may know or realized. And radiant damage would hurt him really bad. But I cannot tell why he attacked us or stopped attacking us.
right. Okay. So see, I'll have your discussion. Decision seems to be consensus that it was a shade. And why it did this and why it left seemed to be kind of unknown. Anyway.
Maybe it was our mistake to attack him. Maybe he was just watching us and trying to study us. Didn't want to engage in a fight with us. That's why he left. I don't know.
All right. So after things settle down a little bit, it's probably around 8 p.m. and Kern's best guess was that the patrol was going to happen somewhere in the later evening, and that would be any time from like now up until maybe like 11 p.m. or so is when he thinks the patrol should become wandering through. So you guys might need to arrange yourselves differently and or consider how you're going to set up for that.
Can I take a second win? Or not?
Yeah, technically you cannot take a second win once combat is over. So if you want to be cured, we need to...
No, there are other people that are much more wounded than I
Hey,
am.
Jim,
Yeah.
am I still feeling that cough?
Yes, you still feel the cough, yes. Let's see. That's true there. Okay, so...
Donier will ask Sirius for one of her cures.
And it looks like, again, you are standing in a half square. There you go. Okay. All right, so you want a cure from Sirius. All right, so you will do that. And that cures you for +4, so you have spent your 6th cure of today for 14. All right. Uh-oh, we gotta erase all your damage. Let's see, you've got a total of 19 damage, and you just got a cure for 14, so you've got a total of 5 damage. All right, so I'm gonna erase it all.
I could use a heal if someone has some.
Yep, 1 second. All right, so Cerise says, well, I have only 2 left. So if Kern could cure you, and I'm going to assume that Kern has no trouble saying yes to that. So he will cure Abriel and splash whoever's worst. And let's see who's worse. Who's got the worst damage? Looks like
Wrangle, I think.
Wrangle. No, Nala's
Yeah.
next. But actually, she will splash Wrangle because Wrangle's such a lightweight. I mean, he will splash Wrangle. So, according to this, you've only used 1 surge, Abriel, and this was it, and it's 15. Okay, and then Wrangle gets the splash, which is a D6. Somebody roll me a D6.
I roll it.
Donier got it for you. He did good, so you have to keep the
6.
5.
Yes.
All right, we'll give you 6. I won't always do that, but you know. Okay, so all right, so that was, and I already erased the cure, so that's good. All right, so if you're looking at the battle tracker, that's how it stands right now, and I need to know if there's anything that you guys do in preparation for the incoming patrol.
Isn't there a way, a place in the cave where no footprints or traces of the patrol can be found?
Well, that is an excellent question. And when you ask that question, Kern says, well, come to think of it, there are no footprints in this other little alcove over here, except they come to like right here, you know, where they look in here to see if there's anything in there, and then they keep going to the other side. See where the ping is?
Yes.
We hide up in the chimneys.
Yeah, so you might be able to hide in this other chamber here and up in the chimneys, you know.
Okay.
But that's an excellent
But I thought we were ready for an attack.
If we can avoid the attack, it's a good plan.
But we were specifically going to ambush them.
No, the
No,
plan
we were going to
was
ambush
that
them because we
we
didn't
are
have
going
another
to be
choice.
ambushed, but
The odds of
if
us being able to kill them and them not get away is low. And then they will over here.
Okay, so this is the
Okay.
Kern needs a 16 insight to since he's not here right now. Okay, so Kern says, well, there are a lot of our footprints here, and I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming these creatures are pretty naturally savvy. I think they will know that we've been here unless we make a very difficult effort to cover up all of these muddy tracks in here.
How do we do it?
He begins to explain, and it sounds like a lot of work, but you think you can do it. If you've got, put it to you this way, it'll take about 30 minutes to do it, but you think you may have the time. If the patrol doesn't come within 30 minutes, you've got the time to do it.
Okay, I'll try to do it. I think it's better to avoid the confrontation than to do it.
Okay, so it's based
So
on.
I start working.
Well, it's based on his nature role. So, so now we just need to make sure that the group as a whole is taking on that as a plan, and if there's anything else that you want to say.
No.
Okay.
I work what
All
the
right.
group says. I just put my hands forward.
Okay, so the cutoff for telling me additional information is when I roll the nature check for Kern. So I'm preparing to do that, and I just want to make sure everybody's cool with what's been said. And also, you all need to position yourselves where you are, quote unquote.
Can we make it look like we came into the cave, did some stuff, and then left? That way, at the very least, they're looking for us somewhere else, even if they
Okay.
spot our tracks.
So how would you do that?
It's a suggestion. I have no clue how to do it. I'm not a nature
Okay.
guy.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I get lost when there's when there's a blade of grass. I become useless.
Right. Right. Okay. So the way.
My guess would be what is scree?
What is what?
Scree.
Scree.
Yeah, you said there's scree over here.
Oh, like
but I
when
don't know what
if you're
scree
trying
is.
to if you're trying to climb a slope and everything is movable rock that you're walking on, like little pebbles and shit, that's called scree. And when you step on it, it slides and it automatically pebble slides. You know, that's called scree. Right.
Okay, what if someone walks through the door, erasing their footprints with, let's say, a branch with leaves and things, try to erase the footprints, and walks backwards, letting the footprints as you walk out.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. So what you would do is you would lay a false trail, and you have to tell me, the game master, where you're laying the false trail to. You know.
Like if we walk up to about here, maybe we could leave like a fire.
It's gonna be right. The false trail will be on the external map, right? So you're just gonna have to tell me. It's not gonna be on this map where you would leave the false trail to, right? Get it?
Any rough, rocky terrain, anything that's rocky terrain.
Okay, so somewhere where it would be foreseeable that they would lose the trail.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yes, that would be what a nature person would do, and that the fact that the reason I say for you as the players to figure it out is because if you come up with it, sometimes I'll give you a bonus to the roll because you figured it out and made the call, which is awesome. Okay, so we'll give Kern a +2 to his roll in that case. All right. So you are deciding as a group that Kern will lay a false trail for you as a group, and he will get you all to help him lay the false trail. Okay, so y'all are going and laying the false trail, and then y'all are all stepping backwards through the false trail back into this place. Now, once you do that, okay, and we need to roll a luck roll. Somebody will roll one luck roll, and if you get a 1, you have an encounter in that time. All right, I will be Jonathan. You roll a luck roll. Okay, so somebody. Okay, it's not a D20. It's a D12. A luck roll. Press the luck roll button. There you. Oh. Okay, so just because I'm a nice GM, I'm gonna let that pass. So y'all do not have an encounter, and I won't always not do it. But this time I don't feel like doing an extra encounter for you. All right, so you backtrack all the way to this place. Now you need to put yourselves where you are in this cave.
I would try to find the best place to sneak attack and be well hidden.
Well, the cave's there. You tell me, what's the best place to sneak attack and be well hidden?
Okay, I saw everyone went away. I will stick close to Nala because she's the one that will give me the most advantage in my attacks. So I will wait her to move.
Okay, so
Nobody really wants to hop into this area in here.
And see, this is the thing where, since Tim and again aren't here, then I don't know where they're going to go. So, all right.
Can you show me more of the chimneys?
Yeah, 1 second.
What's the pink thing there next to Donior?
That is an accident. It should be brown, but Roll20 keeps making me change my thing over and over again. That is the stone that goes on the top of the hole.
Okay.
Could me and or Brill fit in that extra space?
When you say the extra space, do you mean in the hole? Yes.
Yeah.
It's as big as it is. So it's,
Don't you think I'm gonna stay there? I won't be inside that hole, sorry.
Okay, so...
Okay, Donier will hop in.
All right, so put yourself down in the hole then.
And be aware you're gonna be sitting in the dark.
Yep. Well, we're going to be sitting. Yeah, but
Okay, so
if something
Just
happens,
saying,
I
because
can crawl out.
if you
All right.
use a torch, they're gonna see it.
all right, so who has the two torches? There's still time on the torches, but you need to put them out for now.
I have one.
Okay, Abril has one. Who has the other one? Okay, no one has the other
Julian.
torch.
It looks like Julian has it.
Yes. Well, he does not.
Cerise was supposed to have it. She was the
Okay,
last
that's
to have
fine.
it.
Cerise will carry the other torch, and she puts it out. So it is on her person, and that's over here. All right, now.
Okay.
So it's with her, like that, and it's not on. It's off. Okay, so...
So, everyone is in this hall. I would try to climb the walls and stay just as the Alban spirit or shadow did. I would climb up and stay there,
Okay.
well hidden.
All right, so let me chat about what's happened to Kern for a second. Okay, so Tim and Lonnie. I don't know if Lonnie's back yet, but just in case she is, Tim and Lonnie. What they decided on was they're preparing for the patrol to come in, and they are trying to make it look like you guys, with all your tracks, came in and went somewhere else. So you're laying a false trail, and you're not yet going to, but you're about to roll a nature roll, which will indicate the success or failure of that laying of that trail. The goal being that you think the patrol is going to notice that there were some people here, but they're going to follow the false trail and waste some time. And what Stefan suggested was that you lay the false trail to a place that's really rocky and covered with scree, where they will not be able to necessarily track, and they will think, okay, well, we just can't track them because they've walked on past this area and through this scree, and we can't track them anymore. So they'll just not be sure where you are. And then you're going to all step backwards in your path and come all the way back to here and hide in this other room to the north, because Abril asked about it and you thought about it, and indeed the patrol doesn't really do anything but look into this room. They don't go any further. You check the tracks to make sure that was true. So and yeah, I was asking you not to roll nature yet, but okay. The reason I said that was because when you roll it, you can no longer move your tokens, and I assume you don't want to be standing right out in the open like you are right now. That's why I didn't want you to roll the roll. Anyway, okay, so move your tokens to where you are hiding within the room.
So to be honest, I don't actually see anything that really makes me take room in this. Are we talking the like small passageways over the north corner there, or are we talking this entire great big area?
So yeah, it's a good question. Okay, so all the tracks are in this area to the south, the chamber of the cave to the south with all these exits, right? The northern chamber, which is this area that y'all are all in right now, Abril and Kern and Nala, this northern chamber is only something that apparently the patrol just peeks into. You know, they'll peek in either with a torch or because they're beast-blooded and they can see in the dark. They peek in here and then they keep going. So I just need to know, before you roll the real nature roll, where in this hall you're going to be, and if there's any other calls that you want to make before we let time elapse to that point in time.
Okay, I think I follow. All right, so, and we've got some people hiding in the hole. Is that what's going on over there to the right?
I don't know for sure what Abril is doing, but Donier decided that he would hide in the hole. Yes, and he is in the hole. Sitting right there.
It's not hard for me to get out, so I figured why not.
Okay. Then I think probably Kern would stick with the majority of the group, but we're in these kind of places with Nala, likely similarly arrayed for rushing out into fight if need be, and then presumably would be encouraging people to shut down the torches since having those lit is.
Yes, they
Pretty-
had that discussion as well. And Cerise has a torch that's only halfway burned, and she snuffs it. And Donier has the other torch that's only Abril has the other torch that's only halfway burned, and she will be snuffing that when she gets into position. Okay, so
Okay. While everyone is looking for a place to hide,
yep.
do we see any lights coming from the entrance, like torches or
No,
lanterns?
the only thing that you can see, well, I mean, until they came up, you wouldn't see anything like that. But you do see little bitty holes in the roof where there are little holes, and some of the dusk light is still peeking through. But that's it. And Wrangle, you asked a question that I needed to ask you to roll a luck roll on. So roll a luck roll. You're looking around the cave.
Wait, I'm looking for luck roll. Here it is. Oh, not
Okay.
very lucky.
So no, there are no like really interesting rock shelves that you could climb up to and have an advantage from.
Damn
which,
it.
But it is a great question to ask, and I'm glad you asked it. So
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
Abril,
Good.
I would really like it if you didn't kill me via proximity to your stone.
All right. So and Kern, make sure you position yourself and Julian. It looks like Julian's spirit is in the middle of the wall over there. And then Nala.
I didn't think I had the ability. I might actually have the ability to make the token disappear completely, but I posted in the chat that I'm dismissing Julian.
Oh, you dismiss him. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's you
Bring him
can.
out.
Yes,
Bring him
you
out
can.
if we need him.
Yeah, that's fine. You can put him in the wall for that. Okay, so and then Abril, when you get there and you stop, you can tell that. I mean, Kern will tell you basically if they walk into the room as far as they did, they're going to probably see you where you are right now. You're not sufficiently behind anything.
Okay, then I'm gonna move to a safer place.
Okay, well, yeah, just
Here,
move it.
maybe?
Let's see. Yes, there you go. That's much safer. Okay, so now I think, is anybody not where they want to be? That's what I need to know. Let's see. Maybe let me scale the map down so I can remind somebody.
How deep is the hole, by the way?
Okay, and the hole is exactly 10 feet deep. And I need to know.
Okay, so they can't see my head from.
Correct. They cannot.
Just
yes.
looking at it. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
And
we're
so
in
that
darkness,
is
so, okay.
that the athletics check to climb out of that hole with a move is a 17. And then if you can continue going if you just roll the 17. But if you want to use a double move, both move actions to climb out, you can be anywhere adjacent to the hole. That's the same rule as an orange contour line, okay? Just to be clear.
Okay, and a double move basically means just don't roll a 1?
Yes, double move, don't roll a 1, and then you're out. You could put yourself in any square at the top of that hole. Okay, now, Wrangle, you are the one person where you are that would be, technically seen unless you say something.
I just rolled a stealth
Okay,
check.
good. There you go. Okay, so.
And I want to stay there because I want to see what's coming.
Yes.
Around
exactly.
the corner.
Well, the stealth roll, that was what I was after. So you roll stealth, and that's good. Okay, so now you make sure you put the 27 in your green circle. That's the stealth circle.
Oh, right. I got it wrong.
Okay. Yes, your hit points are the red circle. So
Okay.
you currently have whatever 33 hit points. So yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. So where are we? All right. Now, before Kern makes his roll,
I'm actually gonna hide where I am.
okay, that's a good call. Roll a stealth check and put it in your green circle. Okay. Anyone who's like actually truly attempting to hide needs to, roll a stealth roll and put it in the green circle. All right. And I guess Cerise will certainly do that. And she rolls a big dog. What did she roll? I lost it. She rolled a huge 8, so she will just... She's far enough back to where it really doesn't make any difference, but she's not a good hider. Okay, and then Jakob.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Jakob. Okay. All right. Jakob is hard to see. All right. So, yes. Well, you're inside the hole, so you have complete cover. So that doesn't, unless they walk over to the edge of the hole, they can't see you. Now, all right. So this is the point at which I say, is there anything else that is of interest before Kern rolls his nature roll? All right.
Yes.
Okay, what is that?
is.
What is that?
What we talked about in the group. Well, time to cover our smell.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
I just wrote it down there if they were pine leaves. You know, when you hunt the deers have a very good smell.
That's right.
Deer hunters use pine leaves sometimes and rub it on
Okay, that's a
the
great call.
clothes.
It's a great call, and that will be included then as part of the +2. But you're indicating to me that if there was some issue with smell, that you guys have considered that as well. Okay, so that's part
Okay.
of his nature
That-
roll. Good call. Good call.
It was just that if it matters or not.
Oh, it did matter. If you didn't make it, you would have had a serious minus to the roll. But now you don't.
All right,
Okay.
all right, all right.
All right. So it was an excellent call. All right. So now, Kern, you can go ahead and make your nature roll, and I'll tell you. Yeah, this is the nature roll to beat their perception. Obviously, their perception will have to beat this. So when they come in and look, Okay. All right. So 19, not bad. All right. So what happens? Here's what happens. Let me set it all up. All right. Where is that fight? I have combats. That will help me. Yes. Okay. And it is this one, I think. Yes. Perfect. Okay. All right. So. And then. And this. All right. So, and then we're gonna need. Okay, so this is. They're not where they are yet. I'm just putting them in here so I can get the tokens on the field. All right. We don't know what's gonna happen yet. I'm just preparing, so nobody can freak out. All right, and this one is there. All right. So that's the first thing. Let's see. The second thing is, what am I missing? I'm missing those dudes. Let me see if I've got it. Where are you guys? There they are. Okay. All right. And Guys, hang on a second. Everybody can take a. Is it? Yeah, I know we're probably only going to get the first round or so of this done, but everybody can take a 5-minute break. I've got to handle something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Is everybody there? Still
I
taking
am.
still taking the break. Yeah. My sister called and said that the house behind her house is on fire. So I was trying to figure out what the urgency of that scenario was, and it looks like the authorities are already there, and so I think she's okay. So it's not a big deal. All right.
That was a minute, by the way.
All right. So can anybody guess what you did wrong? There's something glaringly obviously wrong.
We did erase the blast of our spells.
No. The stone from the hole is off the hole. Totally
Oh.
different. Totally different. Yeah. So anyway, that gives a minus to their. I mean, that gives a plus to their perception check. So we're going to see now if they can actually notice that it's that way, and we'll give it a -3. So they need to roll a 16 on their perception check, and we're going to say only these first 3 dudes, the Null, the Rat Man, and the big guy, get a chance at it, because the rest are just depending on them to make the check. Okay, so the Rat Man looks, and he does not see. The big guy looks, and he sees that their thing is different. And the other guy looks, and he sees it too. All right, so they
But
notice.
it could just be a rock.
All right.
How
so,
do they know that it's been moved
Well,
intentionally? or
of
anything
course
like
they,
that, you know?
of course these guys, they know this area, and they've seen that, so they know, hey, this rock is in a different place, and there's a hole there. That's weird. Okay, so now you guys hear them, discussing amongst themselves, and really I spoiled it because they're, oh no, actually they do. They speak Athani. So they're saying, hey, what about the hole over there? And so that you hear them talking in Athani. All right, so if you speak Athani relatively well, then you can certainly, and I guess that's just about everybody, right? At this point, we'll say,
Yeah.
Only if you are moderate. Why did you move yourself, Abriel? You just moved yourself.
I don't know even where I am. Maybe I just click myself and then click another place and move it.
You threw your token. Yep. Okay, so there you go. All right, so now, so my non-native Athani speakers, which is going to be Abriel, you're a little worse off. You get a 1 or a 2. Wrangle only on a 1, and then who else?
Doniar.
Donier, you're also a 1 or a 2. Nala only on a 1. And Kern, you don't know at all what's being said. Okay, so roll a luck roll. And then, obviously, so Briel, you're fine. You know what's being said. Donier, you know what's being said. Wrangle, you know what's being said. And Who else was it? Nala. Is Nala here? Okay, good. Nope, no problem. Okay, so everybody but Kern
Bring it up.
effectively has surprise. Okay, you all have effectively have surprise. Okay, but they're talking about it now. They haven't done anything yet, but right now you effectively have surprise. So everybody but Kern, please roll initiative.
Can I ask a question
Sure,
before we start?
sure.
Do we intend to play the day after Christmas? Because I'm not sure I'm going to be around.
Well, I mean it's you and me are the ones that are the likely. I mean, I can certainly make it. It's no big deal to me. So it's up to you, and then the Austins, of course. I'm assuming, by the way, that I don't know, Felix and Romina, you guys tell me, how do y'all celebrate?
Yeah, I didn't understand. What are you talking about? How much are we going to stay today, or what happened next week?
Next week is the day after Christmas Day, so it's
We're gonna be
We
here.
will be here.
okay, and so you don't mind playing, is what you're saying. All right.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay for us.
Okay, so the Austins then the question goes to you, Tim and Lonnie.
Yeah, we don't have anything going on the day after Christmas, I don't think. It's
Okay.
Monday. No, we should be business as usual here.
Okay, so then Ray, the
Same
question
with me.
the question is
Business
to
as
you.
usual, that Monday.
Yeah. So
I'm just not sure right now if I'm over here.
okay.
I just didn't know. I thought there may, if there was going to be enough, several other people, then I was just bringing it up as a point of order.
Okay, so well, it's a great thing to ask because but the thing is, now tonight is when we decide. So you're gonna
I
have to.
understand almost none of that.
Tonight is the time that we decide whether or not we're going to be here next week. So you've got to kind of make your mind up one way or the other, and
I can't make up my mind up right now. I don't have enough information to make a
Okay.
decision.
Okay, so
It's not dependent upon me.
Yeah, okay,
in
so-
the situation I'm in.
yeah, okay, so then I would ask that you post as soon as you can during the week to let us all know if you can play or not. And in fact, we can't let just one player not being here be the issue. So I will play Stefan next week. It looks like everybody else can do it. So if Ray doesn't show up, I will play Stefan, and we will meet next session. Okay, but let's see if we can't get maybe a round in here, or if they even do anything. Okay, so everybody who is not Kern, please roll an initiative check and get yourself on the board, and we will go then in order and from there. And nobody is getting Donier's modifier at this point just because he's not warlordy there. He's in a hole.
I have to be. You have to be able to see and hear me.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys.
Yeah, so nobody add the 2-point
I'm
modifier.
the only one that gets my +2 modifier because I always get it.
And Jakob is an initiative roll of he's +8, so he's pretty fast. So he is not going to do anything though, but he's all right. So he rolled a 20 for episodes. Hello, I am talking to you. Roll 20. All right. I think if you're not on the initiative order, you should be. All right. So, Donier, you hear them talking. What did you roll on your understanding of?
I rolled not a 2.
And you have a 1, so okay. So you kind of understand that they're talking about the hole. That makes you nervous. All right. So
I'm going to draw my sword and ready.
okay. So you're ready if someone peeks their head over the edge. Okay.
If someone peeks their head in, I'm cutting it off.
All right, let's see here. We got to. Oh, I didn't do that right. 1 second. I can roll initiative for them normally. Initiative, and they get modifier 0, and he gets. I did it wrong again. And this guy. Okay. And he has modifier 0 as well. Okay, there we go. Now, all right, so Donier's just ready. Okay, so this Null. The Null barks out something. He says, go check it. And he says, I'll cover you. And then Jakob doesn't do anything. The ogre just looks at it and says, why the stones moved? And Abria.
I keep my place in silence.
Okay.
If I can, I try to make myself a little small.
You make yourself as small as possible. Okay, well, you know, that's
Try to hide
okay.
better.
Well, you can re-roll your stealth roll with it. You move yourself slightly and re-roll stealth.
Okay.
Of course, you're risking the 1, but that's okay.
Well, it was worse than before.
Yeah, so a little rock falls and clink.
Well, shit happens.
So put a 5 in your green circle. All right. Nala. Is Lonnie back, by the way? I don't even know if she's back or not. Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah,
so,
she's back.
So yeah, so it's they haven't acted like they see you yet or anything, but and you guys don't really see them because you hear them talking, but you don't really see them because they're not in any light now. Oh, it happened at 8:45. That's when they came into the cave. 8:45. So about an hour later, hour and 15 minutes later. Okay, so you delay. All right, so this guy is the one in the back. He doesn't do anything. You hear some jabbering in Ithani. Wrangle.
I would be really bad player if I threw a rock into this crevice here. But I would have done it in another time of play. But
all right,
well,
just to let you guys know, we will say that the light in the cave is not pitch black. It's only -3 darkness at this point. That's what it is. Just letting you know. So you kind of see them. You kind of see them.
It's still dusk, right?
A little bit. Yeah, your eyes have adjusted. It's only -3.
Okay.
All right.
Question here. Did they light any torch?
No, they don't have torches lit.
Okay. Do I see a human back there?
Yeah, you can kind of see that there's some human back there. Yep.
All right. Did Sirius lit off her torch?
Yes, the torches are out. Y'all don't have any obvious lit torches.
All right. Following thing. I was remain silent there. If they notice someone, I will do following thing. Whispering is. Can I whisper slowly? Whisper something to Theoris here.
Okay. You know that a whisper has a range of 1 square.
Yeah, I know. Right. Then I will whisper louder.
Okay, so you're not whispering. You're speaking in as much as you can in a hushed, normal voice, which is -2 to your stealth roll. So just
right.
make sure you put the stealth roll down to 25, and you're still probably good.
Okay. Then following thing. If they approach, I will create a distraction.
Right.
What I want to do is following. I want to lead that group into this cave.
Okay, and that's about all you can say. You went through 33 syllables there. And
wait.
She looks and she goes, okay.
That's it. If they notice us, I will lead
Well,
them
you can't say
to the
anymore.
right.
You can't. You said everything you can say. It takes that long to say all of that.
All right.
You only have 6 seconds to speak.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I
All right.
would, since I am looking in that way,
Yeah.
I tell him I will send them
You're still
that
talking.
way.
You can't say anything more.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
you've got all the syllables you can speak in a round out. Okay. So
Okay.
Stefan.
That's a ready action.
Yeah. I understand.
I do nothing.
Okay. All right. Cerise does nothing. She will try to scooch a little closer and re-roll her stealth roll to see if she can get better. Nope. It's still an 8. All right. She nods at you, Wrangle, when you say that to her. Okay, so next round, Donier, you're still ready. So any change?
I'm gonna try and hunker down a bit more, try and hide.
Okay,
Is that a standard action or a move?
a move action.
Okay, then in which case I would like to roll another stealth check.
Yes, you reroll your stealth. That's right, and put it in the green box. And roll me an insight roll, and I'll tell you, you need about clearly, since it's such a hard thing to figure out, you need about an 18. Oh, look at that! He rolls an 18. All right, it comes to your mind that it's pretty interesting that there's a backpack over there. I wonder what's in it.
Grab backpack, scoot it behind me.
Okay,
As,
so
as I'm moving the hunker down.
Wait. Okay, so you see, looking at it, that it is embedded slightly within the earth, like it's been there for a long time. So it's got a lot of dust and dirt all over it, and you think when you pull it out, it's kind of in the mud. So some of the rocks and mud around it may make a schmucking noise, and it may collapse some dirt on the area that you're in.
Then I'm not gonna pull it.
Okay.
If like I reach over and I look at it like that, I'm just gonna like flip the flap open.
Okay. You
and
do
just
see
kind
that.
of look at it.
You do see that there is a flap exposed, and so you open the flap, and right on top there is a rolled up scroll, which looks pretty old and dusty, but it's still in one piece. And there's stuff inside there, like it looks like, old cloth wrapped packages and stuff like that, and maybe a bedroll down in there somewhere that you can see. Looks like pretty much normal stuff at this point, but there's definitely some sort of wrapped rolled up scroll on the top, and it's tied off with a little piece of string.
Do I have I want to keep the standard action to be ready to cut anyone's head off if they poke their head into the hole.
Okay,
so other than that, do I have any other actions left?
You just did a move and a minor, so no, you're keeping the standard as a ready action.
Then I'll just kind of look at it and just kind of make a mental note of, make sure blood doesn't get on that.
All right, so this guy moves to here, and he has a bow out, by the way, and he's aiming over there at the hole. All right, let me do this. This guy's now on the initiative order, and he's got a 0. So he's that. Well, it didn't come out. I don't understand that. Okay. She's going to roll. Let's see if she can roll. Oh. Something is wrong there. Let's see. That is not working at all. Okay, 1 second. Yep, it's not working at all.
I see both of them on the initiative tracker, though.
Yeah, it just didn't use her proper stats and everything like that. So 1 second. Now, this is the actual roll. That's much more appropriate. Alright, and then I need to see if this guy actually rolled on his I gotta tell you, this is Roll20 can be incredibly frustrating with this kind of stuff. Alright, so he's on there. So he is correct. Alright, so I didn't roll this guy, did I? He's on there. So, did he roll twice? Yes, he did roll twice. Did it roll appropriately for him? Yes, it did. Okay. Alright, so that was that guy, and then we need to roll for this guy also. Good enough. Okay, now I need a GM layer token. And I need to, they're going to make me switch layers because they're annoying. And I must add the turn in and make the initiative check. Okay. And now I put the order up again. And who did we just do? We just did Danya, right? And we just did the null. And then Jakob doesn't do anything. And this guy, Tuk. Okay, so he comes in. I am not on the right layer because Roll20 made me change the layers. Okay, there he comes in right there, and he looks nervous. And he says, let me zoom in more so I can read their names. Oh, that wasn't Tuk. Oh, they're both Tuk. That's wrong. Lovely. Okay, Roll20, you're just batting 1,000 for me. What was that guy's name? It is not Tuk. But it says Tuk.
Pook?
This is so annoying. Okay. There. Now his name should change. Thank you. And I should see another one on the list, and he is on the list. Okay, so Tuk, yes, Tuk is that one. He moves to there. Alright. The big guy moves over. Okay. And he picks up the stone, and it zaps him. Alright, let's see what happens. And it actually misses him. Goes off in his hand, and he drops it. It's like, oh! Oh! And Abriel, do you do anything?
Okay, I start to freaking out a little. With my move, I attempt to hide a little better.
Okay.
Hey, it's a little better.
A little bit better, not a problem. Anything
Not
else?
not a huge change, but something better.
Okay.
With my minor, I'll take a perception check just to see if I can imagine how they are moving.
Okay. All right.
Not quite good. And with my standard, I'm gonna make a ready action just to attack if any of the bad guys engage in combat with me or any of my friends.
Okay, that is too vague of a ready action call. You kind of have to state a specific target and a condition on that target, like the big guy against Danya or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I see what I'm saying. What you are saying. But no, I cannot do that because I'm looking at all of them, and if any of them attack me or
Yes.
Rangal, for example, or Donier, who is.
And that's a good call. You can say if someone comes to attack me, I will attack them. Or if someone comes to attack Rangal, I will attack them. But then you see you can't kind of look everywhere at once, so you got to make the ready action call.
Actually, it's not everywhere. I'm looking in one direction.
Right, but that's the way it works. You got to be specific about the call. That's the thing.
Okay. I should be specific and monsters not. Okay, if anyone attacks me, I will respond.
Yeah, they're kind of too stupid to make a reaction ready to action. Most of them. The little huntress might not be. Okay, so all right, so I'm sorry. What did you finally say it was?
If anyone attacks me, I attack them.
Okay, all right. Nala.
She's going to continue to stay waiting.
Okay.
We're pretty much hunkered down until it's obvious that the fight's going to start.
Okay, so the Gilbert guy, he comes over to the edge, and he looks in the edge, and what was? Oh, he has to make another perception check. All right, so he apparently does not see Daniel's.
Which is weird because I have an 8 as well.
That is awesome. Okay, he apparently does not see. All right, so nothing. All right, Wrangle, anything?
Well, there is no threat.
Oh
I
yeah,
will-
by the way, I don't cut off his head because he didn't see me.
That's right.
Okay. Just make a perception check to know where hostiles are.
Right. Well, I mean, you know where they are. Those guys.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
you're actually making a perception check to notice anything different.
Okay.
Okay, and you do notice something different.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what I mean when I say that? The tunnel you almost fell in, right?
Here, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right.
And this is true also.
That's weird. Is it? Does it? Get it? Okay. Following thing, minor action was the stealth check. Move action. You may think this is weird, but I will take a mug out from my backpack. Yes.
Okay, so Okay, so unfortunately, if your backpack's off and next to you on the ground, you should call that. But you take your backpack off, you put it to the ground before this happened, right? So it was sitting there in the tunnel. All right, now you open the flap as a minor action. Now what?
Okay. Yeah, I will need the mug for my following action.
When you say mug, do you actually mean a drinking mug? Is that what you're talking about?
That's it. That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
Okay. Do I have it?
Yes, you pull out a mug.
All right. I have following things ready. I have a dagger in my. Okay. I have a dagger in my able hand and a mug in my other hand. I have a standard action left, right?
Okay, so no, I don't think so. You're knitting sweaters now. You looked around. Okay. We said that you took the pack off before. So you opened the pack and you pulled the mug out of the pack. That's minor. So you're done.
Okay.
All right.
Then I'm done. I leave my pack there. I just have my mug in my offhand and dagger in my main hand. and I think that's all I want to do now.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, okay, you see. What do you see? Nothing changes. Okay, everything's normal. No, that's this guy. Okay, this guy comes to here and says, "Hurry up!" And Stefan, anything?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So, long story short, unless y'all want to do something, you got lucky, and the Ratman missed seeing Donier. So they say, it's no big deal. It's just an empty hole, and they all pull out. They leave, and you hear them talking. They talk about the tracks, and they head out of the trail, of the following the false trail of tracks, exactly as you planned. All right, so that was very good. Now, when you are all sitting there for a few moments afterwards, what do you do? You're pretty sure they're gone. What next?
Okay, if
Can I take
I
a second
don't-
window?
if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna move to here and look if it's all calm there. And I'm gonna tell everyone, I think it's safe to go out.
All right, I gave you your second win there, Stefan. If anyone else wants to spend a surge, they can spend a surge, kind of having, increased heartbeat, taking a breather during that encounter. Anyone else?
I will.
Yeah,
Gabriel will.
I will too.
All right, 1
I
second.
will wait.
Wrangle said he would. So hey, that's your first surge. You feel amazed that you're not all the way down like you normally are. Okay, so that was Wrangle, and okay, so I need verbals. I don't see the chat window.
Donier said he will.
Donier also said he would. That's a 7. You've only got 1 surge left there, Donier, and you got 10 points. I thought Donier said he would wait. Yes, he did. He said he would wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry.
I just need to know Kern and Nala. So, did Kern or Nala take a surge?
Let me double check real fast. I think Nala said
She might as well.
no.
She might as well. She's got 8 left. She's got full damage. So, yeah, she'll take a surge. I'll make the call for her.
Is there a reason why you... Sorry.
All right, there we go. And then Kern, you might as well also, because you've got 0 of 10 taken and 12 damage. So you might as well also, right?
Sure.
Okay. 14. All right. All right. So everybody did that. Cerise needs to as well. So she will go 4 and get 10 back. All right. So that means everybody's kind of done their thingy. We won't be expecting any healing unless it's magical in the ensuing time between now and sleeping. But okay, so you do that. Now, what happens afterwards?
We need to rest.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying immediately after. Okay. So it's the time for the end of the session, and I'm happy to end on that note. Okay. But
Donier will take the scroll out
okay.
and put it in his bag.
All right, so you take the scroll out and put it in your bag. All right,
I
just
do
make,
something to, I do have something to do
make
before
sure
I take a
you
rest.
mark that down. It only weighs 0.2 of a pound. It's just paper. It looks kind of old. Okay. Who else?
If we are gonna take a rest, I want to take the first watch. I want to chat with my soul.
Okay. All right. Did you say chat with your stone?
Yes, a chat. I want to talk with my soul.
Okay. All right.
You are loca.
I'm trying to while we're doing long rest, Donier is trying to attune to his stone.
Okay. You hear something strange. From the other chamber, you hear a voice, and it is a female voice with a strange and unknown accent. And it says, "Please, no hurting." And you see a woman climb up over the edge of the tunnel right here.
Can you ping it? I can't. Oh, okay.
And she is standing there. She is looks like from what you can see, it kind of looks like there's a little bit of a glintiness to whatever she's wearing. Like maybe she's wearing some sort of metal.
Who is she talking to?
She's looking into the room.
I'm gonna haul out the pack and climb out.
Okay.
Okay, I look at her eyes. Who is she talking to?
All right. So in this case, we will end the session, and we can have discussions with her either at the start of next week or during PvP. I'll start a PvP thread to talk with her if you wish. But of course, if you don't chat with her and you want to chat with her at the start of next session, we can do that too. But anyway, this strange-looking woman appears, and just to give a description, she's clearly a type of foreigner that you have never really seen much of before. The Silesians know that she is a Draenor. She's essentially a female Chinese person. That's what she looks like. And
Okay, wait a minute.
this is the way to. That's the pronunciation of their humanity. They're the Draen person, Draenor, and their country is also Draen, and it is basically China, and it is along the coast of Silesia. There would be the kingdom that you don't really go through at all, which is the one you mentioned before.
Yeah.
And then past that is the Draenish kingdom, or Draenor. And that would be, and this is the way to say it in Hainish, right? Draenor. So, anyway, that's their country. And they're a fairly decent ship-faring nation as well, because they're coastal and they have some very interesting different types of ships. The sampans. Okay. So anyway, she seems to be a different and interesting type of person. And what does she have? She has on, when you get a better look at her, she has on some sort of armor that looks like it's made of ice. And she also has a weapon.
Repeat that, please.
She has on armor that looks like it's made of ice. And she has a weapon. What is her weapon? Her weapon is it looks like, what would it be? Well, for now, we'll call it a whip. She's got a whip. It's probably a piece of blue silk. And you know, it looks like it's an implement, right? Not really a weapon. But anyway. So anyway, that's the introduction. And she points at her chest and she says, "Jiangxi."
So she doesn't look like she's threatened to us, like she's coming in peace.
Exactly.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So anyway, we will. I'll put a thread out there, and we can start it next session, and we'll see how it goes. And
Okay.
thanks everybody for coming, and hopefully that was interesting. Sorry that we didn't get a little more. I was hoping that we would get a little further than that, but that's okay. We did pretty good. All right.